Hmm. All right. Looks like we are live. So, hey guys, how is it going? Welcome to Let's Chat Live episode 144. So, thank you so much for tuning in as always, and I hope you guys had a great weekend and a great week. And thank you for tuning in to a stream. And if wondering why my chair isn't here, it's because my cats are on my bed right now. Here's Lily messing around, and also, as well, behind me is Susie having a nap. Oh, what is Lily doing down there? Messing about. Anyway, let's go and say hello to people in the chat, shall we? So, waiting for me is Ozzy, Blaze, and Shadow. Let's go and say hello to them, shall we? Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, Luke.
Luke.
Yo, Luke.
Yo, how's it going?
Doing good, chilling.
Wait,
very well.
Wait, what did Blaze just say? Is he playing a game?
Chilling.
Okay, you're chilling. Okay, I thought you said killing, chilling, but yeah.
Yeah, we were just messing around before the stream started.
Were ya? Oh. And look who's already side short, guys. It's Lily.
Oh, thanks, Lily.
Yeah. I'd love to make a 1 hour film of like the cat just being them,
Yeah.
And maybe call it like Lily and Susie with the movie or something like that, And as guys can see behind me, Susie's also on the bed having a nap, so yeah, she's pretty tired. So, well, do you want to go then? See ya. The way Lily goes. Oh, Susie's got woke up. So I didn't need to wait you, Susie. You okay? Aw. Whenever the door opens, guys, she always like jolts awake like a fox. So yeah, so we are live and no one's in the comments just yet. Wonder what's going on.
Hang on. I'll start it then.
Yeah, I guess you could. You said, of course, the famous character is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Brilliant.
I haven't commented that in a long time.
Well, now you've done
on
it,
the stream,
which is great. Now you've done it at least. And so in terms of what's happening in the world and stuff like that, Five Nights at Freddy's has dropped, and I'll probably see if I can watch that on streaming hopefully one day because I'm unfortunately pretty busy. So yeah, I've heard good things about it, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy it too.
Yeah, it was definitely
why is there an echo in the room? I can hear an echo of me. Like, who's playing my stream? Yeah, there's an echo in here. What's going on?
I don't know. The volume on my iPad's low.
That doesn't make any sense. Like
I had the sound on.
You think there's two me's?
I'm not even using my phone to watch the stream. I'm using my. Well, I already said I'm using my iPad.
And just now, guys, Jay's pinned my comments on his community post because last night, guys, I unfortunately received some really sad news because we unfortunately lost another cast member of Batman Animated Series, my favourite show, and that was the legendary Richard Moll, who passed away at the age of 80. So, yeah, when I saw the news, I couldn't believe it, so I was upset, distraught, and to me, he is the greatest Two-Face of all time, and I think he totally embodies Two-Face and Harvey Dent. And rest in peace to him. And also, and that being said as well, guys, I'm also still really angry about that disgusting comment I got earlier on my post as well.
Oh, God.
And if you guys are in my server, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys who saw my post on here who aren't on my server saw it or not, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about. Like saying, say hi to Batman and Harley Quinn. Like, are you kidding me?
Like, that is just disgusting.
How was that paying you respect to someone who we lost?
Simply isn't.
Yeah, so I instantly blocked that disrespectful muppet who said that about Richard. Like, that's just not how you pay respects to someone who's passed away. It's not how you do it. Completely out of line. So, yeah, that was horrible in my opinion. But, yeah, rest in peace to Richard. If you want to post F in the comments, guys, you do that to pay respects to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Is that a reference to like a game or something where you got to pay respects to people, someone who's died on like a PC version or something?
I also don't know where it originated from.
Yeah, I think it's from something, yeah. But yeah, that being said, rest in peace to Richard. Always will be my favourite Two-Face.
According to Blaze, apparently it's from COD.
Really? Huh. What a franchise for that to originate from. Hopefully it's from old COD, not from today's COD.
I think it is older.
It better be old. Because yeah, nowadays I just can't stand Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah, I'm over it already.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, I refuse to play any of the games now.
The ones which came out of Black Ops 2 are just not worth your time at all, Shadow. The old ones are just, fantastic before, one from the first one to Black Ops 2, just fantastic. It's how I'd want to play a game, but like after that, no. It's just downhill after that, after Black Ops 2.
What I meant was I can't bring myself to play any games now because of what happens.
Well, that's up to you, but yeah, all I can say is just, old is better.
Yeah, Shadow, to be honest, it's not worth it at all to keep going after Black Ops 2.
Before it's great.
I'm not a fan of it.
Before it's great. Think of it as like, what Star Wars was before Disney ruined it, of course. Think of it as that.
Yeah.
Because while I despise Disney, I still watch old Star Wars. Doesn't stop my enjoyment of old Star Wars.
Yeah.
And of course, for that matter, Indiana Jones.
I think it's mostly because of how back then Disney had no involvement with those movies.
Disney was much better in the Renaissance era.
Far better.
I wish that was still there. Wait, so my Advanced Warfare Blaze? Oh god, that was after the downgrading, after Black Ops 2.
Yikes.
And of course, that's a game I want to forget because it stars an actor I hate in it, Kevin Disgracie.
I really have no clue how I didn't see that sooner.
Wait, Ozzy, were you not aware that was him when you played it?
No, I had no clue at all that was him.
Even though it looks like him?
Yeah, I found out from you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have no idea how it took me that long to find out.
Yeah, because it seems that these days, video games tend to base their characters on the actors who are playing them, via mocap and voice,
Yep.
And to be honest, I think that's where games can fail because they tend to focus far too much on photorealism for their characters than the game itself. They only care about that. They don't care about the gameplay or how the game works. And that's why I think, today's games are just disastrous.
I'm pretty sure the only reason why they do that is so they can get people to buy the game because it stars this person in it.
But that's not how games work. Like, it's stupid. Video games should not be, treated the same way as films because they're two different things, aren't they?
Yep. I mean, I think what got it right was that new Hellboy game that came out this year with Lance Reddick.
Yeah, I definitely want to play that one day. Web of Weird, I think it's called, yeah. I definitely want to play that to pay my respects to Lance, and because unlike other, games from this year, that game is a cartoon game, so yeah, I definitely want to play that.
Yeah, I saw some gameplay footage of it, and I already want to play it.
And I want to watch it. I want to play it, especially due to my love for the Hellboy character as well. And I've got a feeling that Lance Reddick might probably be my second favourite Hellboy, behind, of course, the GOAT, Ron Perlman. Because obviously, as far as I'm concerned, no actor can top Ron Perlman as Hellboy. He is Hellboy.
Oh yeah, look, and I'm very happy that you now started the Conjuring franchise.
Started it, yeah.
Kind of funny because this guy just finished it.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, literally just finished it a few hours ago. Yep. Well, for now, until the next one comes out.
Yeah, till the next movies, obviously.
Apparently there is one, like another Conjuring main one in development or something with,
Yeah,
Patrick
called
Wilson and
Last
Vince
Right.
Vaughn returning. I think it's called Last Rites, isn't it?
Yeah,
And,
sounds good.
Yeah,
and apparently it is the final one, but really,
Yeah, I honestly do hope it's the last one because I don't see The Conjuring going on forever.
like,
yeah, because
good stories must come to an end eventually.
Yeah, considering the fact that the Warrens are dead, both of them are dead now.
The real life Warrens are, no longer with us.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace.
Plus, you can only tell so many stories that were based off of real events in this franchise.
Exactly. So yeah, good stories must come to an end. You can't milk a franchise, especially when it's based on real life, paranormal investigators.
So yeah,
I
wrote off ending The Conjuring with this movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it too.
I mean, they are regarded last rites as the end, so yeah, I think it's fitting that you two stop there, I guess. I'll probably stop there as well.
Yep, on whenever it comes out. My guess, probably 2025 to 2026. Those are my only predictions.
Possibly. Unless this strike keeps, going longer. We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
In that case, 2027.
I can wait that long.
I mean, there's plenty of old things I can watch in the meantime.
Yeah, there's lots of it out there. Lots of older stuff.
I should probably one day do a series called Old is Better Than New and talk about how old things, as like an example of how we're better than today's stuff. There's plenty to talk about, isn't there?
Yeah, like Star Wars and Star Trek.
I guess so, yeah.
I guess along with Marvel and DC.
Marvel, DC, of course.
Absolutely.
Man, what else?
Thomas
the Tank Engine, yeah. Or maybe Doctor Who as well, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Because I personally think Doctor Who had an amazing run until Jodie Whittaker became the Doctor, in my opinion. I think when that series happened, that series, in my opinion, just ruined the show, in my opinion. Because to be honest, guys, I was okay with the idea of a Doctor being a woman because Time Lords can change gender and when we regenerate. It's happened with the Master because he turned into Missy. So
Yeah.
I was okay with that logic, but unfortunately, in my opinion, Jodie was bland as the Doctor, and in my opinion, she made the Doctor unlikable too.
Yep, and that was what made me lose interest in the show altogether.
Same for me, yeah. And I can confirm to you, Shadow, that Series 13 is not worth your time at all. It's trash. So you did the right thing back in after, Timeless Children, weren't it? That you last saw it, weren't it?
It was way before Timeless Children.
I mean, actually, what was that episode, Shadow? What was it exactly? Do you remember?
Oh man, I think it was definitely early into her season.
Her first season.
Yeah, just lost interest. It just wasn't that great.
Trust me, you're missing nothing.
And also I found a lot of the episodes boring as hell. And
yeah, they are boring. You're not wrong. They're really boring, and they don't even have the iconic villains from the run of the series either until the New Year's Eve special when the Daleks come back.
And I do know that one Cyberman makes an appearance.
Yeah, one.
They ruin him.
Yeah, it's literally one Cyberman. Yeah, and for some reason they make Cyberman have Time Lord powers in the Timeless Children finale for some reason. And Shadow, are you aware of that stupid retcon they introduced with Timeless Children?
I am, and
yeah, that made lots of people lose interest, and I can't say I blame them either. I'd do the same, really, but I can't believe I watched the 13th season. I regret it.
Yeah, when I first heard about what they did to the children, I face pumped like you had no idea.
Well, I can't blame you. It was a stupid move how they retcon the first Doctor as not being William Hartnell and instead being lots before him. Like, it makes zero sense. And in my opinion, it's disrespectful to a creator of Doctor Who created, Sidney Newman and others too, who created it in the 60s. Just disrespectful. Even the Doctor movie with Eric Roberts is better than anything modern Doctor Who has to offer. You are not wrong, Declan. That film, in my opinion, is underrated and definitely, in my opinion, far better than New Who today. Paul McGann, in my opinion, is underrated Doctor as well. I mean, even from the classic run is also far better than today's Doctor Who as well. Like, even the very first seasons with William Hartnell are so much better. And that's from the 60s, guys. One day, guys, I'll probably binge watch the entire classic run. I've seen some episodes, and I love it already, but I want to watch the entire thing, basically, of classic Doctor Who.
So do I, actually.
Yeah. I've seen every episode of the Revive series from 2005 to, of course, the 13th season finale, which made me rage quit the series. But I want to watch the original series too.
Yeah, I'm hoping to watch the very first episode that started it all, and
yeah, it's called Unearthly Child. Yeah, great episode. What I've seen of it, and
then then I thought I could probably just stop at Peter Capaldi's last episode.
Good idea,
and
yeah. So
meet the last ending.
Yeah, twice my time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and hey Don, by the way.
Welcome, Don.
Hey.
And
hey Don.
I mean, there is a bit of a bump in the Robo Shadow because when it comes to William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton's seasons, there's unfortunately some episodes which are lost, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, so that means that some episodes are missing and that I won't be able to see. But so yeah, that's a bump in the road. But yeah, I'm sure that, you know, whatever they have of William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton will be better than today's Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I always find lost episodes of TV shows interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting how it all happened, really. It's a shame that they were lost because I'm sure they'll be better than today's Doctor Who. 100%.
Yeah, I'm aware that Simpsons has a lot of lost episodes. Some of them were incredibly dark as well.
Shadow, you've also mentioned another example of someone who's better than always better than you.
Yes. Oh, yes. And Family Guy as well.
Family Guy. What else? Robot Chicken.
Oh, Robot Chicken. Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of like the later seasons.
They're fine.
Yeah, the later seasons were mixed on. Some of the sketches were funny, but some of them.
American Dad as well. American Dad.
Yep, I lost interest first.
Yeah, me too.
South Park.
Well, thing is, though, is that I mean, based on what I've heard on Twitter, though, the creators of South Park have earned my respect for slamming Disney in their latest episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
they earn my respect for that.
That's not the only time they slammed Disney. They've slammed Disney almost every single season.
Yeah.
There's even like season 16, literally the final episode of season 16 actually references Disney buying Star Wars, and one idiot character's like, I'm sure it'll be in good hands. And we find out it never was.
Yeah.
It was
never in good hands at all, yeah. Disney ruined Star Wars. Daniel says he won't. Daniel says he won't be on the stream. No worries. Oh my God, guys! One person at a time, please.
Okay. I'll see first.
I was also going to point out the episode of the Jonas Brothers.
I don't think I've seen that.
Basically, Mickey's the main villain because he beats up one of the Jonas Brothers, and he says something that describes Disney by going like, "Oh, get out there and make me some money!" All right, Shadow, go.
Okay, I was just gonna say that, Don. I was hoping to join your stream last night, but I couldn't because it got way too late for me.
Yeah, it's understandable. But now that you mentioned the stream, I want to say the person who did join last night actually did interview the actress who plays the victim of the bedroom kill herself in his podcast. And since I posted a link to his channel in the description of the live stream, you guys can find his channel. Then his channel bio has a link to his podcast. You guys can go check that out if you want to find the interview.
Cool.
And also,
that actress.
Yeah, and Don, by the way, I even had Terrifier 2 ready too.
Oh man, it's a shame it was too late for you.
Yeah, because I really wanted to see the movie with you. I really did.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean,
there's always another time. There's always another time.
I should have realized that we don't always have the same time zones. And
well, we don't. It's an unfortunate fact that, you know, we all have different time zones, and if we're in Europe, it's going to be massively different to Canada and rest of America, North America.
Yeah, here in the U.S., there's actually, I think there's 2 time zones. There's PST, I think it was called an EST, Eastern Standard.
Yeah, there's actually 2 in America. That's how big the country is.
Yeah, my time zone is Eastern Standard.
Yeah, of course, because you're based in Florida, aren't you, Ozzy? So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's why, like, if I'm going to, like, let's just say, for example, if I'm going to play, like, Horse with Blazing Shadow, I got to make sure it's, like, early in the day so I don't, keep them up all night.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Declan. Isn't it a shame that The Simpsons used to put fun at Disney being an evil corporation as in a movie, but now, of course, they're advertising Disney.
Yep, that is super unfortunate.
And as well as that, they're not sucking up to Disney, too.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I backed out of Simpsons when we did those stupid recastings, and based on what I've heard about what's been happening recently, I'm so glad I'm no longer watching that show.
I remember watching, I think, a Star Wars and Marvel special, and I remember not liking them.
You see what I mean about advertising it?
Yep, I think, if I remember correctly, they got Tom Hiddleston back for one of the specials to play Loki. And
yeah, they did. They did, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember not liking it.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston Tom Hiddleston was my only good quality about that episode.
I've never had interest in watching that show anyway.
Yeah, nowadays, Don, it's not worth it. The classic series is up to a film and much better. As far as I'm concerned, the film, the Simpsons movie, is the end of The Simpsons. That's what I'll say about it. I'd like to say nothing came after that.
All the Loki show's just about is just about the endgame Loki that escaped. I just pretend that when Cap's returning to the Stones, he finds out Loki and he sends him right back to the timeline and prevents that time from being breached. That's what I pretend happens.
Yeah, I like to pretend that happened as well because I just don't care about that version of Loki. The Loki I care about is the one from the Infinity Saga. Not some random time displaced Loki, just go away.
And there was another Simpsons special I forgot to mention that was also crap. It was also that Disney Plus anniversary special. It's literally an advert. That's literally all I can say.
The less about it, the better.
And it was boring as hell, too.
It's literally just Disney characters drinking at Moe's Tavern, and that's it.
That's all it is.
Nothing happens.
Yep.
What a waste, eh? Hey, Galton Nerd, welcome. Yeah, Matthew Lillard is a very talented actor. He does lots of great voices, yeah. Sometimes when you hear characters doing voices, guys, actors, it's usually hard to tell it's usually hard to remember what their natural voice sounds like because they do so many voices. Like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've mentioned Matthew Lillard, guys, I'm actually going to go see the Five Nights at Freddy's film Halloween Nights.
Well, yeah, that's great. Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
3 days. 3 days to go.
Yeah, the movie was. Let me just put it this way: the movie is exactly what you want for if you're a FNAF fan.
Yeah, just let's look.
Pretty much.
Obviously, there are no spoilers, guys, for those who have not seen it yet.
Don't worry.
Not spoiling anything, but I will say that that this is also my third favorite role of Matthew Lillard behind Shaggy and Stu from Scream.
Well, that's cool.
And to quote Across the Spider-Verse regarding to the critics' reactions, I'm going to do my own thing. And actually myself.
I mean, these days I don't even listen to a critic. I don't trust them.
Same here.
Yeah, and also the director also has my respect for not destroying the lore and not going woke as well.
Well, I guess that's good then. Hey, my Dorlet, welcome.
And it also makes me want to watch more of the films.
And also, guys, when it comes to video games, have you guys noticed that that Rocksteady recently gave an update to Batman Arkham Knight where you can play as Battinson in the game as like a skin?
Really?
Yeah, they actually added his bat suit. Have you not noticed on Twitter? They announced it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Wait, hold on. This is an Arkham Knight?
Yeah, Arkham Knight. Yeah.
Oh man.
And you know what I think is shocking is that like that game is 8 years old, guys, and they're still doing an update 8 years later. Like, wow. I guess it's showing you that they don't want to forget the game, do they?
I mean, the game was awesome.
It is awesome. I mean, and I think this year it still holds up. And it is in my opinion an example of like an older game that's better than, definitely cover that in a series as well, of when old is better. Because I definitely think it's better than Gotham Knights, that game.
Yep.
Because I've seen clips of gameplay of Gotham Knights from Study playing it. Study the guy does platinums, and he platinumed that game, but he said it was underwhelming, and I can see why, because it doesn't look that good of the game. It looks appalling.
Looks like complete crap.
Yeah, it is. Old games hold up. Yep.
But yeah, Arkham Knight is definitely my second favorite Arkham game here in City.
It is a great game, yeah. And it's a game that I really appreciate a lot more than ever when I look at, bad games.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I might do, guys? If I was to do this series of older than ever new, I might make the thumbnail, similar to that meme where it's like a guy who's like, say no, so it's like a picture of something bad, but then when he sees a picture of something that's good, he's like thumbs up. But I'm the guy doing the posing, basically. Do you reckon I'll get a lot of attention if I, of course, recreate that meme?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. And I think another example of like a show, which in my opinion is 10 times better than other shows which have been recent, is probably, in my opinion, the Breaking Bad universe.
Sure, yeah.
A lot better. Like, it's how you do television. And even, of course, when they ended Better Call Saul, they didn't go woke, thankfully, which I really appreciated. They could have done in that era, but they didn't, thankfully.
Yeah. And another massive example will, of course, be Lord of the Rings.
Film-wise, yes. Like, it's really sad how, of course, the films for Peter Jackson are just so much better than the abominable Amazon Prime series, which I dare not speak of. I mean, what's sad? What's so sad, guys, is that I personally think Peter Jackson's interview when he's talking about Lord of the Rings films back in early 2000s is more interesting than Rings of War, in my opinion.
Yep.
And it's that interview, where I which makes you have lots of respect for Peter Jackson, because he said in that interview that they weren't going to put any of their messages in it, just Tolkien's alone, no one else's.
Yeah, that's what I respect about the movies.
Yeah. And when it comes as well to games as well, another example where I think old is better was probably, in my opinion, Lego Clone Wars. Because I think that game is much better than Lego Force Awakens, and in my opinion, better than Lego Skywalker Saga as well.
Yeah, it's my favorite Lego Star Wars game of all time.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, it holds up fantastically, and that's from like 2011, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just so much better, in my opinion, than Lego Force Awakens. Lego Force Awakens, in my opinion, is just appalling.
And it was just pointless anyway.
Yeah, it was. And in my opinion, it's not aged well, because we then got the Skywalker Saga after it, which is, in my opinion, slightly better. I'll say that. I think TT Games have still got it, despite their disaster being with Lego Movie 2 back in 2019.
My worst Lego game of all time.
Thankfully, I refuse to play it.
I never got it, and I never will.
There's no point, Don.
Good. Not worth it. It's just a huge waste of time and money.
Yeah. And there's also as well a quote, guys, which I like to apply to old things, which is quality over quantity.
Yep.
Because it seems these days people won't stop making things, and they don't care about their quality in them. I think one of the best examples is probably, in my opinion, the MCU, because take a look at the appalling CGI, which is absolutely embarrassing compared to Infinity Saga CGI.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
what happened?
Yeah, and then we also have Kevin Smith's He-Man.
Oh god, screw Kevin Smith.
Oh
Not
man,
just obsessed with.
I only saw one episode of that show. Couldn't watch anymore.
I'm gonna stick to the original He-Man stuff instead. Screw Kevin Smith, and that's why I was able to make a joke about him, of course, in like Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. You guys be aware of this if you've seen it in the server, but basically, in the game, you do a quest for him in the Batcave, and when I did it to get it over with, because I wanted to get rid of Kevin Smith in the game, so he wouldn't be there in the Batcave anymore, he said he was complaining about having to make a garbage film. So I said, to quote Christopher Reeve, Superman, gee, that's funny. Never seen garbage make a garbage film before.
They made plenty of garbage.
Yeah.
I made plenty of garbage films besides the He-Man show. There's Clerks 3, Jane Silent Bob Reboot, Husk, Cop Out with Bruce Willis.
Well done. Because Kevin Smith has no respect for me, I'm not going to give a single second of my time to anything he makes at all. I'm not going to watch a single thing he makes. Because he's a Ruin Johnson 2.0, I have no respect for him. And not only that, Don, but he also attacked one of my favorite YouTubers as well. That Star Wars girl, he attacked her as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Childish.
Was it that fake crying thing from Wakanda Never?
Yeah, I think it was something to do with that, maybe. I don't know.
Well, to quote Ricky Burke, shut your goofy ass up!
Yeah, good one. Good one.
I have respect for Ricky for doing that.
Yeah, Ricky Burke's a legend. Hope he's well. And unfortunately, Ozzy as well. Kevin Smith, unfortunately, he seems to be unfortunate in a PS4 version, like Batman 3 2 from the look of things.
Yep, I'm aware of that.
Yeah. Hi, Liv. Nice to see you here.
But
so
I guess on the plus side, for Kevin Smith, if you wanted to, before you do that message, you can. I mean, not message. Mission. You can literally beat him up.
Yeah, I will. I'd love to.
Smith just needs to retire and just go back to smoking pot.
I mean, I've heard I've heard bad things about his recent Clerks film he did last year. So yeah, I think it'd probably be best that he starts making films. Yeah, me and I have Exalted Nerd. I mean, because before I, of course, found out he was an absolute douchebag, I only knew him for being like Batman 3 himself. And that was it, really. That's how I knew who he was. But I didn't watch any of his films. I wasn't interested. And now I don't want to watch him because of how much of a douchebag he is. So, my question is, why should I give him my time to watch his things when he's being a douchebag?
I mean, I only knew Kevin Smith from two things before I started hating him. One, well, like you just mentioned, like a Batman 3, and the other was from Superman Lives, because he was apparently one of the writers. Apparently.
Yeah, apparently so, which is unfortunate. If I was to do Lego, if I was to do Lego Dimensions to you guys, I'd include, of course, Nick Cage as Superman as one of the characters. I'd only consult Tim Burton on how to get the character right, not Kevin Smith, just Tim Burton, because I trust Tim Burton.
Yeah, because he understands who Superman was supposed to be before Warner Brothers pulled the plug on it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then it just brought it back anyways.
Yeah, of course, with that cameo in the Flush, of course, yeah, which was abysmal. Oh, Susie's right there having a sleep, guys. Can you see her? Sleeping.
Yeah, I see her.
Yeah, I see her.
She's all curled up, passed out.
Oh yeah, and when it comes to the Flush, I recently saw Rambaraf's rant on it. That was way better than the movie.
I can already guarantee that. The Flush, Don.
Oh yes, right. I saw that rant the minute it premiered.
You were eager to see it.
Yeah, that
thanks,
actually.
All. Yeah, Susie is an absolute gem.
Yeah, that saves me from having to see the film.
Yeah.
I never wanted to see it in the first place.
Yeah, I never will. I never will see it. And that being said, guys, it's all the half-time for stream, so I'm actually, guys, what I've got this week.
Yeah.
In terms of unboxings, I unboxed my Return of the Jedi figure of Darth Vader, where he's not got his helmet on. And I will say as well that the helmet is an absolute sod to put on. It's very hard to put on for some reason. I don't know why, but which is really annoying.
Huh?
Like, come on, this is Darth Vader. How can he be Vader without his iconic helmet? Black Series.
Even my Revenge of the Sith helmet from I think 2005 or 2006 was easy to put on than that. What?
An example where an old toy is better than a new toy.
That logic literally makes no sense.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And considering how much I love Black Series and Hasbro's figures and Kenner and all that, I'm appalled. I really am.
How do you screw that up?
I know, right? Ridiculous. Then, guys, I got some films from HMV. So now one of them is for a Martin Scorsese film, one of his older films with Robert De Niro in. And this is actually as well, which is in with Jerry Lewis. Guess what this is? It's a Scorsese film.
Is it Taxi Driver?
No, this is a comedy film.
Oh.
And I have Taxi Driver as a steelbook already, of course, because I love that film. You're not wrong there, Blaze. I love those toys. Most of my childhood. I have Optimus somewhere. So you keep guessing, guys.
Is on my shelf.
You keep guessing Scorsese films, guys, which are old. It's an old one, this film is. Doesn't even say what year it came out.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I gave you a clue, guys, by saying it's a comedy film. So yeah, that might help you.
Yeah, what year did it come out then?
I don't know. I've looked on the box for it. Oh, 1974, I think. I don't know. No, that's Godfather Part 2. Damn it. It's saying, like, you know, what Bobby De Niro's been in. Raging Bull and Godfather Part 2. But, like, where's the actual year for a film? Come on. Oh, 982, I think it was. 982.
The King of Comedy?
Yeah, the King of Comedy.
It's literally in the title.
Yeah, you can see why I say clue. Then, guys, I got a Blu-ray collection for a comedy trilogy starring Eddie Murphy. And I'll give you a clue by singing the theme song, which, of course, is dun 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 dun. Do you know what that is? And he plays, and he plays. Oh, it's Declan, and Declan got it right. It's Beverly Hills Cop, and so did Don too. Well done to Don and Declan. Beverly Hills Cop trilogy, right there.
Oh, I haven't seen the first one. I haven't seen the movies yet.
The second and third second and third ones, in my opinion, are pretty good. And also, Don, you might like the third one because George Lucas has a cameo in it, which is pretty cool. Then, guys, I got a horror film, which in my opinion is a guilty pleasure, because this one apparently had bad reviews, but I personally really like this movie, and it's actually a lot of fun and very entertaining. And the clue I can give is the enemy is a giant snake.
Is it Anaconda?
It is. The original Anaconda.
Nice.
And if you guys wondering who my favourite character is, it's Westbridge, who's played by Jonathan Hyde, because he was just so funny.
Should really see that movie.
Please do. It's a guilty pleasure of mine and Jay's. I mean, Don, do you like it as well, Anaconda 1?
Yeah, I do.
Would you consider it to be a guilty pleasure because, you know, some people don't like it?
I definitely would consider it a guilty pleasure.
Nice one. And then the last film I got from HMV, and Shadow, I know you're going to be really happy about this because this is one of my favourite horror films of all time that I saw early this year, and I absolutely adore it. It's also my favourite film by the director of this film, and also my second favourite role of the lead actor. And I'll give you guys a clue by saying the tagline, of course, which is "Be very afraid."
Oh man,
Be afraid. You guys don't know, do you?
Oh man, sorry.
And Shadow, you praise this film a lot. It's also knows right. It's The Fly.
Oh, The Fly.
Yeah, my favourite film of David Cronenberg, his remake of The Fly, and my second favourite one of Jeff Goldblum. And then, guys, I got 4 PS4 games, and so one of which is actually a collection of 2 games together by a Japanese director who I do love, which is Hideo Kojima, and it's actually one of the latest installments of probably, in my opinion, his flagship franchise. Do you know what that is? I mean, Ozzy, you probably guess what this is, won't you?
Metal Gear?
Yep. Specifically Metal Gear 5, the definitive experience, which includes Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain together, right there. I had Phantom Pain before, guys, but I thought I'd get this because it has both that and Ground Zeroes in together with all the DLC too as well.
I think I had Phantom somewhere, I think. Oh, wait, I'm just remembering I had it on the 360.
Yeah, and I got it due to my love for Hideo Kojima as well. I think he's awesome. Then, guys, I got an Assassin's Creed game, which is actually a game which you play on like a 2D style gameplay thing based on click the scene of it. And it's set in 3 countries being China, India, and Russia, which of course is Assassin's Creed Chronicles. And then, guys, I got 2 games in the Far Cry franchise exchanged to PS4, being Far Cry Primal, and then, of course, the latest one, which is Far Cry 6.
Oh.
And as you guys probably guessed by the poster, the main villain of the game is played by the legendary Giancarlo Esposito, my favourite voice role of his. Then, guys, this week I got 3 PS3 games. One of them is for a game which is made by my favourite video game company of all time, Insomniac Games. And no, guys, it's not Spider-Man because it's a PS3 game. And this, of course, is Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. And then, guys, I got a trilogy of games, which is actually another stealth franchise. It's not Metal Gear, but it's actually another stealth franchise by Tom Clancy. Do you know what that is? And the main character
Ghost Recon?
No, and the main character is also played by Michael Ironside as well.
Oh.
And it's my second favourite voice is behind Darkseid. Yeah, Declan's right, it's Splinter Cell trilogy. In HD as well, yeah. And now, guys, I think it's appropriate that I sing the theme song of one of the music on this game, because it's a game that I've really wanted to play really badly, and so far I think it's the only game in this franchise which I want to play, but I don't refuse to play, which I have not had a chance to play yet. And I'll sing its theme, of course, which is dun 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 dun.
Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So I got that, and I'm definitely looking forward to it because I've not had a chance to play it yet. And out of the Lego games I've not played, that's the only one that I do want to play, because I refuse to replay Lego Indiana Jones 2. Definitely not replaying that again because of bad memories.
Oh man.
This, however, I will definitely play because I heard great things about it. I've seen clips of it, and yeah, I've got to play it, and yeah, I got it.
And of course, Johnny Depp reprises his role as Jack.
You're doing the grunts for him, yeah, which is brilliant.
And me constantly praising the game.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Ozzy, you said it's the most underrated Lego game of all time, don't you?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Wally game. I played that when I was a kid on Xbox 360. That was a great game. And then, guys, I then got on Blu-ray a film by the legendary Francis Ford Coppola. This is a film by him. So do you want to guess what that is? It's a film by Francis Ford Coppola. So take your time, guys. It's not Rainmaker Deck. I'd love to get that one day, but hopefully the Rainmaker, but it's not that.
Is it Apocalypse Now?
It is Apocalypse Now. In my opinion, one of the greatest war films of all time. You guys probably be aware of it for including the song called Rider of Valkyrie, you know, na 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 na.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Yep, from the opening scene, yeah, in the war, yeah. And then, guys,
it's got Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, it has, and also Martin Sheen and Marlon Brando and Robert Duvall, and also Ozzy, Harrison Ford in a supporting role as well.
Yeah, I just saw it.
And Dennis Hopper, you know him, don't you, Ozzy? Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, because wasn't he unfortunately Bowser in Mario Trash?
Sadly, he was.
Oh, God. Poor Dennis. Then again, for Ozzy, would you say your favourite role of his is his role in TCM2, which you saw recently?
Yeah, he's far better in that movie.
Much better. And have you seen Speed, Ozzy, with Keanu Reeves?
haven't yet, but I know to avoid the sequel.
I'd recommend Speed because he plays a villain and that does a great job. Rest in peace, Dennis.
Yeah, Speed is a great film.
Yeah, it's a great film, yeah. And do you know about the plot for Ozzy? Like what happened exactly? Well, basically, right, so Keanu plays a policeman and a terrorist by Dennis Hopper puts a bomb on a public bus, right? And the bus has to drive really fast because if it slows down to a certain speed, the bomb goes off. So it's got to keep going really fast. Otherwise, boom. So, yeah. It's very intense. Yeah, Speed, exactly. And then, guys, I got 2 steelbooks for films in my favourite thriller franchise of all time. And 2 of them, can you guess what that is? I mean, do you guys know my favourite thriller franchises of all time?
I don't think so. I think you probably mentioned it before somewhere.
Yeah, I have many times. In fact, I picked up the first one of his franchise as a steelbook recently as well.
Who's in it?
And of course, as well, guys, I'd also regard this franchise as being a franchise where none of the films suck, in my opinion, either. In my opinion, the 4 of them are great films.
So there's 4 in this franchise.
Yes. Yes. It's an action thriller franchise too, yeah. And my favourite role as well of someone too. It's not Lethal Weapon, sadly.
Is it John Wick?
It is, of course. So John Wick 2 as a steelbook, and on the back, nothing, but on the front you have John himself on the poster. And then, of course, Chapter 3, Prepare for War or Parabellum. There's John there, nice artwork on the back. His dog.
My favourite John Wick movie of all time.
Just look at that cute dog. Just look at that cute dog. Love that dog.
No.
Oh, I love dogs. Yeah. But of course, guys, I'm not going to turn my back on my cats for, especially Susie, who's having a nice sleep there. Oh, she's all curled up. And now, guys, onto the figure, because I got one figure today, guys, who I saw last week, who I wanted to get once I got, paid from work. And this is a special person to me, a very special man who means a lot to me, and a man who inspired lots of people. And I'm going to let you guys guess who it is. You probably got an idea who I'm talking about now because, yeah, we actually did a figure this man, and I'll play, of course, a clip of him saying an iconic character, which is...
Stanley!
Yep, it's the legendary Stanley. A figure of Stanley.
Excelsior! Excelsior!
Yeah, the absolute legend right there. It's pretty cool. We did a figure of Stan. I just had to get it. And I will put it on my desk when I've unboxed it as well, of course, yeah, as respect to Stan. Whew, that was fun, weren't it? So, guys, now that I've shown you guys what I got this week on... Oh, yeah, there's also another thing, too. I thought I'd also customize my room a bit by getting a doormat. Because the store I go to where it sells figures, Forbidden Planet, also sells doormats as well. And I thought I'd get one for one of my favourite franchises of all time. But in my opinion, it's only a trilogy, and the 4th one is abysmal. And that franchise, which I got a doormat for, of course, is The Matrix. And it says Enter Matrix on this, see?
Oh.
Yep. So it's going to be, of course, at the front of my room when I enter. So, yeah. Trust me, true believer. Yeah, Stan's a legend. So
I guess my favorite thing that you got is the Stanley figure.
Stanley figure. And as for games, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's cool.
Yeah, Lego Pirates as well.
And do you guys have a favourite film I got too? Also ones assured.
John Wick 2 and 3. Steelbooks.
And Fly.
The Fly, that's cool. Good choices. And I got a pockets now, guys, as well, because I want to do like a video one day where I show off my Blu-rays for Francis, his films, because he's one of my favourite directors. And of course, guys, you guys will be aware of the controversy surrounding him, of course, with who he supports, but while I don't agree with him, I'll still regard him as one of my favourite directors still. That's what I'll say. And he's not...
Yeah. I still love him.
Yeah, I love his films.
But I just don't agree with the guy he just don't agree with the guy he supports.
Yeah, me neither. And when I follow him on Instagram, he seems like a nice man too. When he does the Instagram stories where people ask him questions, he seems like a nice man. I think it's interesting.
I followed him recently on Instagram.
I think it's interesting how he's in his 80s, but he's actually got an Instagram account recently. He recently decided to join Instagram, so like, wow. Susie's still curled up behind me, sleeping. Huh. Yeah, she loves being there for some reason. Maybe she now regards it as her official place to sleep. I mean, I've not even got my purple chair behind me today because I wanted you guys to see her behind me because I know you guys are fans of Susie, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I can already guess that you guys would definitely get a figure of Stan if you saw Stan, wouldn't you?
Of course.
I mean, the closest thing I have now is a custom Lego figure of Stan I got a few years ago.
That's cool.
I think it was from Comic-Con, MegaCon back in 2018.
That's cool. And also, guys, I know people might probably ask me, you know, is Francis my favorite crime movie director? My answer is no. Not just because of what I don't agree with Francis on, but also because he's done more films than just crime films, because he's done a variety of films of different genres. And that's why, guys, my favorite crime director is actually mine. And that's why, guys, my favorite crime director of all time is Martin Scorsese. That's what I'll say. Because I've seen other films like Francis, which are not, I don't consider crime films. You know, like, for example, Dracula, of course, and Apocalypse Now.
I haven't really thought of having a favorite director of a certain genre.
That's nice. That's up a great one.
Now for horror. I might as well do it now. I guess my favorite horror directors might as well be Tim Burton. Great choice. I mean, mine is Sam Raimi, thanks to Evil Dead. And for adventure, I'd say Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, great choice.
Okay, when it comes to my favorite horror director, that's Stanley Kubrick.
Rest in peace, Stanley. But there's others I do love too as well, really. So it's actually hard to pick a favourite, really. I mean, it's kind of like how I would regard John Williams as in my opinion, the greatest composer ever. But I don't even have a second favourite because it's hard to choose, really, because so many phenomenal composers that I love. And
for me, my second favorite is Danny Elfman.
I mean, I can see why I love Danny Elfman, but it's hard for me to pick, really, because that's only what I love. Like Hans Zimmer, for example, and Ennio Morricone, and James Horner, among many others, to name a few, really.
And Junkie XL.
Well, I'm not going to say and Junkie XL, I'm just saying so many more to name a few.
Yeah.
It's not just him, you know, Shadows, others too.
Yeah, I know.
And so, Alan Silvestri, I do also love as well for his work with Robert Zemeckis and for the Avengers theme, among other things he's composed as well. I mean, I think it's true to say that Alan Silvestri is Robert Zemeckis' more frequent collaborator, because I think since a certain film from a long time ago, he's composed for all of Robert's films ever since that film. Ever since then, he's still doing it to this day. And I do also, I do also as well love Jerry Goldsmith. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I noticed he's composed a lot of movies back in like 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And then we have Ramin Djawadi, another great composer.
Underrated, I might say as well. I think he deserves more love, Ramin Djawadi.
like Game of Thrones and Westworld.
Iron Man.
Two of my favorite scores. Iron Man, of course, yes.
I guess another person to add on would be Brian Tyler.
I think he's underrated too, yeah.
Yeah, because nowadays my favorite score from him is the Mario movie score.
Well, I can see why, because the Mario movie is fantastic. I mean, my favorite
score from him.
Transformers Prime. Yeah, Jinx. Yeah, but Transformers Prime is also an example of a show which, in my opinion, is better than today's shows as well. Definitely, in my opinion, better than Earthspark, which I'd nickname Woke-formers.
Or I like to call it Woke-Spark.
Yeah, I'd call it Woke-formers, Woke-Spark. I mean, if I could,
yeah. The show and I just flicked it off.
I mean, guys, if I could give you, in summary, why that show is, in my opinion, the worst Transformers show ever made, I'll say one thing, which is pronouns. They include a they them transformer in the show. Not even kidding, a they them transformer.
Yeah, when I was at the store the other day and I saw that, I flicked off the human character that mentioned them along with the transformer that did that.
Yeah, just stupid.
Like, the only other time I would flick off a transformer product is the two terrible Michael Bay ones.
Indeed, yeah. I see what you did there. It was all to nerd. Prime is Transformers Artist Prime. Good one. And then as well, of course, also, guys, for some reason in this show, Megatron's good as well. That completely maskers his character. That maskers his character. He's one of my favorite villains of all time. How dare you change his side like that? Just what an absolute joke.
It's like with the Diesel situation in the 2D, Thomas, where for some reason Diesel's now a friend of Thomas instead of a rival.
Please don't remind me of that Travis Diazzi. Oh my god.
That made me rage.
Can't blame you. I think another example as well is probably Disney, because I think the Renaissance era is, in my opinion, millions of times better than today's Disney.
By a mile.
Like, I just love that era so much. Hey Alexander, welcome.
Hello, yes. Hey.
How you doing, Alexander?
Relatively well, thank you.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, I am ill. I've gotten.
No.
Did I say this last time? Oh, sorry for that. I don't remember if I mentioned this already, but anyways, even if I did, I've gotten only worse. I haven't gotten better, certainly.
Well, I hope you fully recover soon.
Yeah, I'll be recovered. And possible.
You're doing an epic rant on Frozen, Declan. Oh, I'll definitely be there to see it, Declan. Send me a link on Facebook, Declan, and I'll definitely give it a watch. Send me a link, I'll watch it.
Fire. Destroy it with fire.
Melt it, Don. Melt it. You know, because it's Frozen, you can melt it.
Kill it with fire. Kill it.
That's my most overrated movie of all time.
Yeah, I hate Frozen.
I guess now that we've kind of mentioned, I'm going to be actually doing an epic movie review for The Lion King next month, so might as well review my favorite animated movie of all time.
Very nice.
So, Don, you doing the original Lion King, are you?
Also,
yeah, an epic movie review, not epic rant.
And why calling it an epic movie review? Like, is it your favorite Disney movie?
Yeah.
Great choice, yeah.
Yeah, no, it will always be my favorite animated movie of all time.
My favorite Disney movie of all time. Well, animated Disney movie of all time.
I mean, I'd also say as well, guys, that my favorite animated film, Toy Story 3, is better than today's Disney as well. Today's Pixar as well.
Yeah.
Pixar, in my opinion, is now a dead franchise, which has gone woke. I mean, also, did you guys hear in the news that they delayed that new film they're doing called Elio, I think it's called? I think it's called like a space one called Helios, and my response to that is of course my response to that delay is a famous meme with course, which is oh no. Anyway, you know.
Anyways.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, right? Jeremy Clarkson, right? Jeremy Clarkson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson's a legend.
no. Anyways.
Yeah. So, Alexander, if you want to, we'll talk about when you came on. We were talking about how there's many old things which are better than today's things. Because I'm planning on doing a series about it, a series on it soon.
Yeah, quite a lot because it's true.
Like one example I can say is probably Star Wars.
Of course.
Yeah, 100%. And
yeah,
the MCU is also a massive example I can say as well.
The Rings, of course.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, 100%.
And Indiana Jones.
Right now, I'm looking up whatever indie films are coming in 2024. I can be excited for or interested in checking out.
I mean, one that I'm keen on watching is I mean, one that I'm definitely excited to watch is Ballerina, which is the John Wick spin-off movie. That is the most anticipated live-action movie of next year. Animation-wise, for me, no question, is Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Yeah, I just hope they, they get it done in their own time, no rush or anything like that, because we don't want to repeat of like times when films have been rushed, because they've been made back to back, It's about
Halloween Ends is the biggest example of that.
Exactly. So it's best to take your time, really. And Alexander, if you're wondering as well, on today's stream, I actually showed that I got a figure of Stan Lee.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was very amazed that I saw a figure of Stan, so I thought I'd get it because he's an absolute legend. No, because I'm not really a fan of Encanto. I call it Encrapto.
Oh, yeah, nowadays I hate that movie.
Yeah, I just find it so boring. I just find it really boring and all that, and literally, and of course, it stars an actor I hate, which is John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Was that movie to me kind of rips off Coco with the Bruno character?
I know what you mean, yeah.
Which is another thing I discovered last year.
Yeah, and most of the Madrigal they are unlikable dicks.
Yeah, tell me about it.
They're just so rude to it.
I mean, I did like Mirabelle. I can relate to at times when it comes to being bullied and all that, but her family, in my opinion, was just annoying.
Yeah, same here. I mean, the only reason why I would rewatch Encanto over Frozen is because at least the main character is likable in that movie.
Yeah, true.
Encanto is very popular on the internet though, with like its songs and stuff. It was a hit.
Yeah, but
and yes, technically nowadays that is an example of a movie I hate that everybody else likes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people praising it when it for some reason. I don't know why they were.
Also, it didn't even deserve to win Best Animated. Well, then again, I don't really care about the Oscars anymore, but I'm going to say anyways, it didn't deserve to win Best Animated Movie of the Year.
I'd go with Mitchell's vs. Machines to win that.
Plus, that movie alone killed my interest in Walt Disney Animation Studios. So, whenever that new Wish movie's coming out, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I mean, my response to being asked to watch that film is cough. I'm not watching it.
Especially with that new
Strange World. Oh yeah, I refuse to watch that.
Year that did horrible.
I'm definitely not watching that movie either.
That movie literally told me enough. I'm just like, okay, I'm done with it. Done with Walt Disney Animation Studios. They're not the same. And
you're missing nothing, Darth Prime.
And if anyone's asking, did I watch that 100th anniversary from Disney? My answer to that is no. Don't care for it.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, plus they include Disney movies. I understand that these movies were made by Disney, but come on, don't include characters from bad Disney movies like Chicken Little.
Yeah.
Especially, actually, they see that one, and I can explain to you guys, it's overrated.
I can imagine.
And I don't understand why they celebrated Robin Williams' return as Genie, because he only got one line.
One line? Oh my god!
In what?
In this new special, Alexander, about 100 years anniversary special.
I didn't hear about that. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, Alexander, there was like a massive phase on the internet saying he was back as a genie using unused dialogue from Aladdin movie. But apparently, it's only one line, which I think is ridiculous.
Oh, wow. So that's not worth celebrating about.
Yeah, exactly.
Use more archive audio, then you got something to celebrate about. I mean, thank God they didn't use AI, because that would have made me super angry if they did.
Yeah, I hate AI nowadays. Can't trust it at all.
Because I think the only good thing the only good clip I saw from that special was the one with Mickey talking to Walt Disney. Other than that, nothing else. I didn't look. Well, I did look at the final shot, and yeah, that pissed me off a lot.
I can imagine.
How is it so ironic how back in 2012, Paramount and Universal had year anniversaries, and Warner Bros. And Disney's 100-year anniversaries are terrible. Especially with how they're both known for plagiarizing nowadays. Franchises they never done, but they're saying they're claiming that they've always done it by saying they bought the franchise. Because like Warner Bros. Plagiarized. Technically, they plagiarized Friday the 13th because they didn't always do it.
The Dad from Strange World is worse than Book Clock. Really? You miss Ozzy. Apparently, Ozzy, the Dad from Strange World is apparently worse than Book Clock. Isn't he the Dad from Chicken Little?
It is.
Yep.
Oh God.
He's the worst Disney character in general.
I mean, isn't the Dad from that film also Dennis Quaid too in Strange World? Because if so,
come on!
Indeed, yeah.
Well, it's not the only.
It feels so bad for Dennis Quaid getting these terrible roles.
Yeah, it's not the only terrible role he's done in his career.
Yeah, I know. Like for example, Jaws 3D.
Mine in Hours, Jaws 3.
Jaws 3D, of course, I've seen him in that film. In my opinion, is abysmal.
Yeah, what? This makes me feel so much pain for Dennis Quaid because of the amount of crappy things he's been in.
Yeah,
crappy movies like Yours, Mine, and Ours is definitely one of them.
Guys, Dennis Quaid them was fucking Chicken Little. It was actually someone named Gary Marshall.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Strange World.
We said Strange World, it was Strange World, not Chicken Little. And yes, that is Gary Marshall's worst role in general. I might as well say that.
Ouch.
Yeah, because the character's so likable. He even treats his own son in the movie.
Worst father ever.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame him for a moment. He was screaming and ranting at that movie back in August. And yes, I still stick by my word. That is the worst animated movie of all time for me.
I can't say I blame you. I mean, because yeah, when it comes to AI, guys, if I was to do Lego Dimensions 2, my dream video game project, I would not use AI in any form or fashion. Like, I'd probably do something which the Flush failed at when it comes to, for example, Superman, because as you guys will be aware, they of course used a very disgusting, ugly CGI on Christopher Reeve, which I thought was abysmal. So, in this game, guys, I'll definitely include the Superman from Richard Donner's universe, but rather than using AI voice for Christopher Reeve, I would bring back Brandon Routh as Superman.
Makes more sense to do that instead.
That's what I do, because I think Brandon is a great substitute for Christopher Reeve. And personally, guys, I find some returns underrated, and in my opinion, the film deserves more love. And I think Brandon Routh was a great choice to play him the same Superman Christopher Reeve played, due to his likeness to him, and he even got his mannerisms and his voice right as well at times as well. And even though I hate the Crisis and Infinite Earth crossover that he was in as Superman and Atom, Ray Palmer, I think he still got to Superman. In my opinion, he was the best part of that crossover.
Superman Returns was actually my first Superman movie.
Was it, Blaze? That's cool.
Yeah. I saw that movie last year.
I've seen it several times in my life. It's the first one I saw at cinema as well. Superman film, that is. So that's what I do, guys. I wouldn't use AI at all, anything like that, because I think that'd be a stupid move. And the thing is, guys, is that, you know, you can carry on, you know, like the legacy of an actor by bringing in someone who can sound like them to continue to help continue their legacy. One example I can probably say is, for example, in my opinion, Guy Henry as Tarkin in Rogue One.
Yeah, played Tarkin perfectly.
Yeah, I think he did a fantastic job recreating the personality and mannerisms and the voice of Peter Cushing, rest in peace. I think he did a great job.
I don't know if it was just me, but when I saw that back then, along with Leia's de-aging, I actually thought there was pre-recorded footage for some reason.
Well, I can see what you mean. It's very impressive. Because, you know, the important thing about using CGI is you've got to, you know, make it look as, you know, real as you can, really. Because in my opinion, guys, the best CGI is, in my opinion, the CGI that you didn't even know was CGI at first. Because how good it is. There's tons of examples of where, you know, you can hardly tell it's CGI. And it's just very impressive.
I remember
man, a lot of shots from Spider-Man 2.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
I remember you told me that. I was shocked to learn that was CG'd.
Yeah. Yeah, the shot Doc Ock drowning is entirely CGI. Indeed, Exalted Nerd, you're right. He was definitely a good choice to him because he has a similar resemblance to Peter Cushing facially. You go in, Declan. Take care. Thanks for being here. Be sure to send me be sure to send me the link to your Rants on Frozen because I'm definitely going to be excited for that.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it will be.
Wait, right now I'm watching FNAF.
You watching that film? Or you Blaze? Awesome. I'll probably watch it when I can. Probably when I've watched the main Conjuring movie. Hopefully. What, Blaze?
According to that website, watch your film. The 4K version will be out in like a week.
Okay, I can wait. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
But Blaze, how is the movie so far?
No spoilers, though.
I watched 30 minutes. I watched it for 5 minutes, and I think it's pretty good so far.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Yeah, and in terms of current games I'm playing, guys, I'm currently now playing Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7 on PS4 because I platinum 1 to 4 early this week.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats.
And also, guys, if you guys were to ask me which of the 2 games I prefer, I personally prefer Years 1 to 4, mainly because of the nostalgia and the memories. And I also feel that 5 to 7, in my opinion, lacks something that, you know, the first game had when it comes to, you know, exploring Hogwarts. And that, for me, is probably no John Williams in 5 to 7. I feel it's missing something, really, because, you know, John Williams, in my opinion, of course, is the greatest composer ever. And I think it would have made sense if he included Hedwig's theme a lot in that, since it is, of course, used in those films, isn't it?
Yep. I mean, to be fair, I have a few nitpicks with 5 through 7.
Yeah, same.
And it's mostly how you have to relearn the spells that you learned in the previous game. That's one of my nitpicks.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, I guess it's good for new players who've not played 1 to 4, I guess, and also as well, I also don't like how some parts of Hogwarts in Years 1 to 4 are also cut out as well, which I also didn't really like.
And the boss fights do feel very repetitive.
It's literally those like duels where you got to select the right spell, isn't it? And then you mash buttons in like a quick time event, don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, the portable. Well, they're the same game. I don't know why I mentioned the portable version.
I mean, it is similar, you're not wrong. It's just a bit different because on the portable version, and of course, you know, you just mash, don't you, for most of it, don't you, really? You don't worry about selecting spells, do you?
Yeah, because in Years 1 through 4, the bosses were different.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, like with Quirrell, you have to dodge his hits and throw some sort of green skull back at him.
Yeah, you do. That's what made it so unique. I think they introduced like a quick time event duels with the final duel with Voldemort, didn't they? In Goblet of Fire, didn't they?
Yeah, because Voldemort basically pulls you in with a spell, and then you start mashing the button.
Yeah. Ozzy, did you also get that trophy where you have to do like where you've got to kill Harry's Voldemort in that level?
I think I can.
So did you unlock Voldemort? You see, because
check.
Yeah, because if you guys wondering, you unlock Bono by 100% completing the game, basically.
Oh, never mind then.
You didn't do it, Ozzy? Oh, right, yeah. And he's definitely worth it, though, because he's awesome. And he's definitely, in my opinion, a far better reward character than Supergirl and like Batman 2, in my opinion.
And Eagle's disappointed by that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, since I'm on my PS4 now, I could try doing it.
Well, good luck to you. I mean, where are you up to with your progress, Ozzy?
Oh, I finished the main story already.
Oh, nice. So, are you at a stage where you got to replay them for collectibles or levels?
I already did that.
You done that too? So, are you just exploring Hogwarts now?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Nice one. Have you got the extras? Do you have the extras? Because
I think so.
Yeah, because there's actually extras for looking for, like, gold bricks and red bricks and the character tokens. You are, Gander?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to be heading out now. So
well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great week. You take care, Alexander.
No problem. Thanks so much. See you next week, guys.
See you. Take care.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I have all the extras.
So you can use those to help you then, can't you, with looking for the collectibles in Hogwarts, can't you?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I've got 2 gold bricks left, along with 1 student in peril and 3 character tokens.
Wow, you're very close.
Yep, and as you can see,
you want Hogwarts? That's awesome. So
my favorite theme park of all time.
Yeah. Hogwarts is definitely my favorite fictional school of all time as well.
Same here. If I had to pick a second favorite, maybe Professor X's mansion.
Yeah, that's great as well.
The X mansion.
I wish I was an X-Man. I could go there. And of course, as well,
an X-Men character.
Yeah. I think Professor X is my second favorite X-Men member after Wolverine.
Yep, Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's my number 1. Now, so Shadow, do you plan to play Years 1 to 4 soon?
Need to be able to use my PS4 because I do now.
So are you going to get it digitally, or are you going to get it online?
With the projector.
When you get a projector?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the stream from last week. I'm caught up with it.
Yeah, so when you get it sorted, Shadow, will you be getting the game digitally or physically?
I think I'm just gonna go.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna wait till it comes on sale.
That's cool. So, and Shadow is when so would you like to hear tips from me on like what to do, in case you struggle, because it's your first time, isn't it?
Actually, I kind of want to figure it out myself.
Well, it's pretty simple, really. I mean, you play 5 to 7, haven't you?
Yeah, I did it on the Wii.
Yeah, so it's similar to that, in terms of, like, the gameplay style, the spells and all that, and Hogwarts. You can explore Hogwarts and Hogwarts Crest as well as your collectibles as well. So you'll probably have a lot of fun. What I suggest you do is you get familiar with a game. So you do a story mode, have fun with it. It's a lot of fun before films, and then if you want to, you can either replay them for collectibles or explore Hogwarts. It's entirely up to you. But there's, however, 2 characters I'd recommend you unlock if you want to replay the levels, and that's Grip Hook, the Goblin, and a character you can use Dark Magic, because you'll need them a lot for doing collectibles and the levels and for Hogwarts. So yeah, you should be fine once you get those characters and a strong character as well. So yeah, I'd recommend unlocking Hagrid.
that is definitely going to be the first thing.
I mean, that's the first character you unlock in the game.
Well, I think
Harry and
the problem is, guys, is that on the collection ball, while you do play as Hagrid in the first level, you can't unlock him until you find his token in the Forbidden Forest level for some reason. Oh, Don left us.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was gonna go.
Did he say he was gonna go? Because I didn't hear him at all.
Yeah, he said he was gonna go.
Oh, okay. No worries. See him soon then.
And I also said, see you next time, Don.
Yeah, I think there's been like a mic problem tonight with me for some reason. I couldn't hear anything you guys are saying for some reason. I don't know why. Pretty silly, really, how it's being stupid, isn't it? Why was place having on the meme channel?
Like, I'm guessing the green was not showing up on the box.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's being stupid for some reason tonight. You know, the connection. I don't know why. I'm looking at it now on the meme channel. I don't know what it is.
On a more positive note, anyway, on a more positive note, because.
Sorry, what? Can't hear you, Shadow. Connection's buffering again.
Hang on. Oh. So I was saying, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Just say what you're gonna say.
I was able to see Trick or Treat today, this week. I mean.
Well, that's great, I guess.
And it's
not
one of my favorite horror films of all time. And I see what Ozzy was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Like, why is this goddamn message not loading? Oh, it's Mark Hamill. Okay. It's that reference to how you know his name's got Arkham in it. You know, Arkham, Mark Hamill. God, I'm getting really sick of these goddamn connection issues. Either work or don't. Sometimes I've had time to go and smash all my goddamn router downstairs at this rate. It just really annoys me.
I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was going to be faster than this, but apparently not. Just completely and utterly useless. And Shadow, on a funny note as well, I see that you posted a link to Az's Indiana Jones 5 rant.
Yeah, I saw that last Sunday. That is my favorite rant from him now.
What was your favorite part of it?
That's when he said, F this film.
And all I can say is that I agreed with him 100% when he ranted about it. 100%. And I especially loved his opening sketch where he made it look like it's a sad film.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt in my mind that his intro was better than the actual film.
Yeah, and another thing that I laughed a lot of was when he called Phoebe Waller-Bridge Helena Horseface, or Phoebe Waller Horseface, or something.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, Phoebe Waller.
Now you know where I got it from.
She's one of my most hated actresses too, as well. Screw Phoebe Waller-Bridge all the way.
Yep.
And I also thought as well of, like, you know, a funny sketch idea inspired by Az, and it would involve Blaze. I told him about this, and he thought it was pretty funny. So, where basically, of course, Blaze tells me to buy Gollum from my store. I try to buy it, but then I back out at the last minute and say I can't do this, and I get something else instead. I mean, I'd make it different to Az because obviously I'm not watching Little Mermaid, am I? I'm buying a game instead, of course. And I'll probably say instead, you know, like, is that Prince of Persia? I'll play that instead. Because that's game Blaze recommends me to get Prince of Persia, by the way. So I will get that instead. I'll be like, oh, might get Prince of Persia instead, though. Yeah. Just to make sure I don't copy Az, though, of course, yeah. Because I want Az's original video to stand out and not be copied, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Starfield rant. Oh, that rant was glorious.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And I must say that, and every time I watch that rant, you know, I always get cheered up. Because whenever I have a bad day, guys, I watch Isaac rant on Starfield, and it just makes me feel so much better. It cheers me up seeing him destroy that game. And when I watched him talking about how he ranted about what it did and all that, I agreed with him 100%, completely. Like, I think he speaks for all of us who are tired of games being ruined by today's rubbish. And that includes me.
How it forces you to use pronouns.
Yeah.
How it forces.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Like, this is a sci-fi game too. I'm including that rubbish. Are you kidding me?
I mean, why do you think I responded to that tweet saying a game I have never heard of until recent events?
Yeah, it's a game I refuse to play. And thankfully, guys, I can't because it's only on Series X for Xbox, and I think it's on PC too, but I'm not a PC gamer yet, so yeah, I won't play it if I get a PC. No chance.
I'm not getting it on Steam ever.
And you know that when it comes to stuff, you know the game's bad when it used like multiple years in development.
Yeah.
And this is what they came up with.
Yeah, that's what we came out with, and I mean the last time I saw this happen was probably Ask Vendors, because that game got delayed, and that game, in my opinion, was trash.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that game.
And also, guys, if you guys are going to ask me, will I play it on PS4? Mine's fight is cough.
I saw that game not long ago in the store. I was selling it overpriced.
How much was it, Ozzy?
I went to a store. Oh, you guys are gonna have a heart attack when I say this.
Go on, tell us.
$70
for that game. That's ridiculous.
$70 for a crappy game.
Okay, let me see how much that is in Norwegian kronas.
It's a lot, I can imagine. It's definitely a lot for me in
Sure.
UK pounds.
Oh.
And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even play that game if it was free.
785 kronas. What?
I take it that's a lot of money for you, Shadow, is it?
It is.
And also, I mean, put it this, put it this way, guys. I wouldn't play that game if it was free.
Didn't it just get delisted from the stores?
It did, yeah. I think it was like last month, wasn't it? Like towards the end of last month when they removed it from the stores, and you know what, good riddance. But unfortunately, when I was at my store today, guys, getting the games I showed you today, I unfortunately saw the PS4 and I middle fingered it. Because yeah, I absolutely despise that game. Like, it's one of the worst Super Hero games I've ever had the misfortune of seeing in my life. I played an Xbox One, garbage in my opinion.
I'm kind of curious to see what the resale value of that game is. I'm gonna go on the GameStop website to check the value.
But yeah, I think if you guys have not played it, you're doing the right thing. It's not worth your time at all. If you want if you guys want a better Marvel game, then play the Guardians of the Galaxy game instead.
I am now on the GameStop website, and what is the Xbox version?
What's happened, Ozzy?
And this is Xbox One. I'm on the GameStop website checking. I was gonna check the resale value, but then I noticed something. Why is that Avengers game more expensive on the Xbox version than PS4 and PS5?
I have no idea.
Price dollars on the Xbox One, it's $60. Can they do some explaining right now?
I have no idea why it will be more expensive on Xbox than PlayStation. It doesn't make any sense.
Speaking of which, let's check the resale value. I'm checking the PS4 version now.
But yeah, guys, if you want to play, if you guys want a better superhero game than that, then play Guardians of the Galaxy instead. Miles better game.
Yep, and nowadays I actually consider the games better than movies.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's much better than the MCU's attempts at Guardians, in my opinion. Much better. Simply because how much I despise James Gunn.
Yep.
Like, I think they have a better story, and in my opinion, like more thought out there development for the characters, in my opinion. More accuracy to the comics and faithfulness done as well. But yeah.
And also the stakes were high.
Yeah,
in the game.
higher stakes, more intensity, of course, and they had a fair share of serious moments as well, of course, too.
Okay, for some reason, the PS4 version of Crab Avengers is not even up for trade-in value, but the PS4... I hear how much it's worth.
How much?
Let's talk about it. If you're just using cash, it's $350.
What's funny, Shadow?
I told him the trade-in value.
Well, what was it, Ozzy?
Well, for regular value, on the PS5 version, it's $5. You only get $5. You get $5, and for cash, you just $3.50.
Wow.
Let's check the Xbox One version. Oh, the Xbox One version. They don't want PS4 or Xbox. They want PS5 version. This is telling me a lot about GameStop now. But just watch. They're going to take it at a higher price.
Yeah, probably. And still, guys, Susie is still sleeping behind me, as you guys can see.
Aww.
Still sleeping. But yeah, I should definitely consider making a 1 hour cut of Susie sleeping or doing other random things, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I mean, would you guys be up for that?
Yep, I would watch that like forever and ever.
I mean, would you guys rather watch Battle or all of the Garfield films by any chance? You know those live action Garfield films with Bill Murray?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the second one, to be honest.
I mean, would you say that? Of course, would you say you don't watch it because Susie's a real cat, not a CGI cat?
Much.
Yeah, she's a real cat and she's a precious gem, right there. Oh, look at her.
I mean, Garfield 2 might have funny moments, but I'm just overall not a fan of it.
So, Ozzy, what's the verdict then? What would you rather watch?
Susie.
Yeah.
Or just both of your cats in general.
Yeah, because I love both my cats. And I must say as well that Susie's definitely become a lot more playful nowadays too, because she comes up to me to fuss me a lot sometimes, and I stroke and she's purring. So I'm glad that she's, happier. And
great to hear.
Yeah. Got my figures on my desk too as well here, guys. So it's pretty cool that I managed to get my figures on my desk as well. And if you guys saw this week's reel that I posted on Instagram, you guys will be aware that I've set up my action figures in my room now on my shelving unit.
Nice.
And on my desk as well, they're also there too.
Yeah, I saw it.
And how did you react when you saw it, Ozzy?
I'm just like, nice up.
Yeah, it's sort of time to set up though, of course, and yeah. And I think a doormat might probably be icing on the cake though too when it comes to how a room should be for me, really, because it shows how much I love the Matrix. I think the Matrix is also definitely another example of a franchise that were always better than you as well, because of piss erections.
Yep. Yeah, the trilogy, the Chad trilogy, and the garbage fourth film.
Yeah, a great trilogy followed by a garbage fourth installment, which shouldn't even exist in the first place.
Good thing. I still haven't seen that to this day.
And you don't want to, do you, Ozzy?
Not at all. I never will. Not even if you paid me, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't pay you, don't worry. No, I don't think anyone would, to be honest, really. Hopefully. Because I don't think anyone else would like the film either. Yeah,
plus also, why would you pay me to watch a garbage movie to begin with?
Exactly. but politics worth every penny, really. Alvin and the
Unless they
Chipmunks.
want to see me get angry.
I've not seen the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, Donnie, but I've not even seen a cartoon now. But I might watch a cartoon instead, though, if you tell me the films are bad.
Yeah, I've only seen the first three. I never saw the fourth one.
And what are the films like, Ozzy, in your opinion?
Creepy as hell.
Creepy as hell, oh dear.
I only saw 3 movies. God, the movies are terrible.
So would you guys say that that's unfortunately an example of like older films than today which are bad?
Yeah,
because
they
are quite old, aren't they? Those
films.
films.
Castaway.
Sorry, what was it?
The third movie copies Castaway.
You kidding?
The third movie copies Castaway.
Oh my god, why would you do that?
They really get abandoned on an island.
Ridiculous. Donnie, if you're in the chat, I've got a question for you. When's your birthday? Because when it's your birthday, I'll post a video where I show my collection of my films I've wrote as a Zemeckis. I know you love his films, don't you? Wrote Zemeckis.
Actually, I wouldn't say abandoned, or they just get shared. I'm not saying the time. Literally, the title just that's how titles of the movies are. They're literally just puns.
That's all they are. Isn't one called The Squeakquel?
Yep, sadly.
That's just really stupid.
And then the third one's called Shipwreck, and then the fourth one's called The Road Chip.
Oh my god!
And also, look, if you actually watch those movies, I swear to you, if you hear the Chipmunks' voices, that makes you want to blow your brains out.
I have heard clips of them guys, and it makes me glad I didn't see the films because I think they're cringe as hell.
They're terrible and annoying.
Yeah,
and I think I would also say they're way worse than the Minions.
Wow, that's saying something.
Is it also? I think it's kind of sad to say that the Squeakquel was how I got introduced to Zachary Levi.
Oh no.
Oh, and yes, he's in the second one.
Speaking of which, that is his worst role.
Oh dear. I mean, thankfully, guys, I was introduced to him in MCU before I saw Shazam. Thankfully, not in these films.
If I remember correctly, he was trying to play. Wasn't he trying to play a teenager character? But at this point, he was in his 20s or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's just not good.
And it came up horribly.
Let's just say throughout the entire movie, his character is kind of a loser.
Oh dear.
Yep.
You know, speaking of films that didn't need sequels as well, guys, of course, stay tuned with tomorrow because I'll be covering Tarzan, the original one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I should probably mention that I loved your episode last week.
What, on Jason Lives? Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed it.
I poked fun at Jason Takes Boats of Vancouver in the comments.
Yeah. I mean, that's what everyone calls it, don't they? I call it that.
And then I should probably mention thank you for the shout out.
No worries, yeah. I had to mention it to you because, you know, it's no secret. It's your worst one you've ever seen, isn't it, Shadow?
Yeah, it's no secret at all.
Yeah. I mean, you've mentioned it a lot of times on my videos, haven't you? Streams and videos in general, yeah. On my server as well, of course.
I just poke fun at that movie a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the movie deserves.
All the hate that it gets, yeah. Like, there's literally nothing good about it in the slightest. Nothing could save that movie.
Yeah, that's why, like, I was in the comments. I was just like, I'm not even going to mention about the time Jason went to Vancouver.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Jason Lives is where Friday the 13th should have ended, and we should have skipped straight to Freddy vs. Jason. Because that film, in my opinion, is the best Jason film since Jason Lives, in my opinion. And I think the same thing applies to Freddy as well. In my opinion, it's his best film since Elm Street 3. Because I'm not a fan of the films that came after Elm Street 3. Especially, of course, the last one that he was in before Freddy versus Jason. Oh God.
Freddy's dead.
Oh God.
Absolutely trash.
Yeah, I hate that film.
Yeah, I was just saying, Freddy's dead. The Final Nightmare.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely, in my opinion, the worst film with Robert Englund as Freddy. Of course, obviously, for all guys, the worst one is unquestionably the remake, though, for me.
Oh, remake ever.
I mean, I'd say it's the worst horror remake I've ever had the misfortune of seeing in my life.
Yeah, same here. That's the worst horror remake I've ever seen.
To be honest, I think it's the worst remake of all time.
What? Not just horror, like of any genre in general, Shadow? Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. If we're talking about the best horror remake of all, guys, there's many that I've seen that I actually do love. I mean, The Fly is probably one of my top ones. It might probably be my favourite one, actually. The Fly.
And The Thing.
The Thing, John Carpenter's Thing. And have you guys ever seen The Hills Have Eyes, the remake of that film?
No.
I'd recommend it. It's pretty scary, though, and pretty disturbing. Don's also seen it as well, and he's reviewed it. I know he'd recommend it if he was here.
And also, when it comes to The Thing, yeah, that is my favorite remake of all time.
Yeah, I might probably say that. I mean, it's one of my favourite films of all time, actually, John Carpenter's The Thing. John Carpenter is a legend.
I don't think I have a favorite remake of all time. I mean, when it comes to horror remakes, it's like a tie with Friday the 13th, Killer's Cut, or It 2017.
Well, Ozzy, I mean, would you want to watch The Fly with Jeff Goldblum?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that since I saw the original one with Vincent Price.
I strongly recommend Jeff Goldblum's film by David Cronenberg. It's phenomenal.
And
maybe
I highly do recommend. I highly do recommend The Thing, but I know that you don't want to see that movie.
Yeah, because
I honestly don't think I can handle it.
Yeah, because for those who are unaware, Ozzy, you can only handle so much, can't you?
Yeah, because I think there was one horror movie I tried watching. I don't remember what it was, but
Saw?
I know it's beloved by everyone. But I remember puking when I was watching the movie. Yeah, Saw, technically.
Well, I've not seen any of those films, so yeah, that probably makes you feel better, doesn't it? I've not seen any of those films.
Yeah, because believe it or not, the first time I saw that movie, I puked.
Oh, damn. I've not seen any of those films, and to be honest, I'm not really interested, to be honest, really. Because there's that many of them, and I just don't care. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, again, if there's a lot of people that love the movie, that's fine. I just don't want to get into the franchise.
I'd rather watch other things that I like, really, because with all due respect, horror is my favourite genre. That's what I'll say.
Plus, I'd rather not spend an entire hour watching characters getting tortured by force.
Exactly. I'd rather spend my hours doing, nice things, really. And watching nice things.
Movie, I mean, I obviously want a good scare in a horror movie, but I would just like to see, a slasher killer or a paranormal character. That's something I would.
Yeah. I mean, I love light-hearted films, really, to be honest.
I mean, I think this was last week, but I did watch Shaun of the Dead finally.
Oh yeah, and so Ozzy, in depth, what did you think of it? Tell me.
Funny, especially when Shaun went into town and he wasn't.
Yeah, were you laughing your head off when you saw that scene, Ozzy?
The zombie apocalypse.
And were you laughing your head off?
This is my favorite role.
Ozzy. Yeah. I need to ask you something. How did you react to Sean's plan?
Hilarious. With Luis explaining his plans.
Yeah. I think we were inspired by that, actually, because Edgar Wright nearly directed that, man, didn't he? And some of his things is still in that film, isn't he? Yeah. So, Ozzy, what are you going to say?
Has my favorite roles of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
That's cool. Yeah, my favorites as well. And also Ozzy, when you watched it as well, have you got a favorite scene in the film? Because my favorite scene is when Pete rants to Sean Head about when it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And he throws a record out the window.
Yeah. I was laughing hard at that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I must say that as I get older, I can relate to Pete a lot for some reason. Because I don't know about you guys, but I really hate being woke up in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep.
Oh yeah, I hate it when that happens a lot.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Especially when I was back in middle school, when one of my classmates texted me asking answers for a homework. Actually 4 in the morning. I'm like, I'm trying to sleep. Let me sleep, man. If you didn't finish your homework, that's your problem, not mine.
Okay, when it comes to Shaun of the Dead, I think the first scene is actually Shaun's plan.
I mean, it is hilarious. The whole thing is hilarious, really.
Yeah.
And I probably would do it next month, but I'll watch the rest of Coronado trilogy.
You'll definitely love Wars.
Yep, they're great.
Yeah, and also the reason why I say I should watch The Fly like either tomorrow or Monday is because usually on November, December, I take 2 months off from horror films to just watch other films.
Well, that's
and a few
absolutely fine.
exceptions, like Gremlins, I'll be rewatching Gremlins like around December. Because why not? It's a Christmas movie, so technically it's allowed.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense.
And on Wednesday, I will be watching Krampus for the first time.
Not seen that yet.
Which
movie from 2015. It's underrated. Really underrated, actually.
I have it on DVD. Here, I can show you.
I'll probably see if I can watch it one day.
Let me turn this on. Right here.
Oh, it says you got an unstable connection. Oh, there it is. That's nice. Hate when it happened on Discord. I don't know why they added that feature.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
It's directed by the same guy that did Trick or Treat, Michael Dougherty.
That's cool.
And now I would say that's my second favorite movie from him, Krampus.
That's cool.
But yeah,
Susie's still.
Well, I'm doing November 1st because
sleeping.
technically it's the start of Christmas season. Technically speaking,
Susie's still all curled up there sleeping, guys. Look at her. Just look at her.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I can look at that all day.
Yeah.
I can look at that just all day.
Yeah, she's so precious. Yeah. I'm glad that she's okay with the noise of me talking too. She's not like scared by it. She's just like flat out asleep. And so, when it comes to PS3 games as well, guys, last week I also finished God of War Ascension as well, and it's definitely, in my opinion, a phenomenal game. Better than today's games, I must say, as well. And it's my second favourite in the franchise after God of War 3 as well. Which is awesome.
Nice.
And I'm now playing those Killzone games that I got. I finished Killzone 3 last week, and not Killzone 2 last week, and I started Killzone 3 a couple of days ago, and that's been lots of fun so far. And yes, guys, I can also confidently say that Killzone 2 and 3 are much better than today's Call of Duty. 100%. So, if you guys are tired of what Call of Duty is doing these days, I'd recommend just to stick to the old Call of Duty from, first getting to Black Ops 2. Because by my opinion, was Call of Duty at its best before it all became into a disgrace we know nowadays. And I'd also recommend, of course, the old Killzone games, and also as well the old Halo games too, as well, if you guys are Xbox players. And I'm also definitely very keen on playing the Doom games one day as well, hopefully. I have 2016.
I want to play this Doom Eternal. That is great.
I've got Eternal and the 2016 game Shadow, and I'm definitely very excited to play those one day.
I have some of them on Switch. I have Doom Eternal, but I don't know where that is. I think my brother probably sold it or broke it by mistake. Yeah.
And also, guys, when it comes to a series I'm planning on doing, which is old versus is better than new, there is like one exception, as well as John Wick, which I'll not be including, of course, in the series, and that's going to be films made in Asia, because I love Asian filmography and all that, and Bollywood and all that. Love that. Because personally, guys, I think today's Asian films are much better than Hollywood today. That's what I'll say. Because while I think Hollywood is now an appalling, disgrace in film industry, I think Asian films are shining brightly and they're doing so well, and I love them. So that being said, so Shadow and Ozzy, do you two have any plans to watch the Triple R film with Ray Stevenson in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I might as well check it out for Ray.
Oh, please, I'd recommend it strongly because, like, I mean, what I'll say without spoiling is that I think it's, in my opinion, one of the best films I've ever seen in recent times from last year as well, because it came out last year, and, like, I was so, like, drawn into the film, like, so much. I never got bored. I love the entire thing. It's 3 hours as well, I must say, and it's fantastically paced, and it's visually stunning as well, and great performances from the whole cast, including Ray and others too as well. And also, Shadow, you know Elsa from The Last Crusade, Alison Doody, she's in it as a villain too.
Oh.
Yeah, and she does a great job. So that's my second favorite role is after Elsa. And also as well, like, the action scenes also blew my mind. Like, many parts of the film, guys, I was gasping in shock at how awesome they were. And the soundtrack, in my opinion, is glorious. It won the Oscar too for the soundtrack as well, guys, and definitely, in my opinion, well deserved as well. So yeah, I'd recommend it strongly, 100%. It's just phenomenal. Definitely worth every second, and yeah, I hope I can find it on Blu-ray soon at my local stores, hopefully. Probably in the World Cinema in a second, that's where I found Zissou. I mean, surely it should be out because, you know, it came out last year, so hopefully I can find it in the World Cinema section category at HMV. And there's also as well a trilogy of films in India that I want to check out, which Sean Chandler's reviewed as well, which he recently posted a ranking for a trilogy of, so if he's recommending them, I'll definitely give them a watch, 100%. I've heard good things about them as well. You know, Vikram, for example, and one called Leo as well, I think it's called. I don't know what the first film's called, though. And also, guys, do you know what's also impressed about CGI in the film? In RR, that is. Like, in the film, guys, all of the animals in the film are CGI. All of them.
Wow.
Yeah. When you see them in the film, you'd never guess CGI because of how impressive it looks. Just fantastic. And it's proof, you know, that Bollywood is doing a lot better than today's Hollywood or Hollywoke or Hollywood, we want to call it. And I did see Samaritan, and I was unfortunately disappointed with that movie. I wasn't a fan of Samaritan.
Oh.
It wasn't good at all.
Like, only thing like was fine was up.
Yeah, Sly was, in my opinion, only good thing about it. Yeah, Sly, my opinion, was the only good one.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, it literally felt like I was ripping off Dark Knight Rises a little bit, really. And I also think the CGI, it was not good either, in my opinion, either in the movie. Wasn't a fan of it. And I think I will say as well that it's also has, in my opinion, a very stupid plot twist towards the end as well. A very stupid plot twist.
Yep, and it makes the entire movie pointless.
Literally, that's why it's so stupid. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just so stupid.
Like, how levels of stupid?
So the point,
it's like
well, it's like Shadow said, Ozzy. You know, it makes the whole film plot pointless. That's how stupid it is.
I'm not missing anything then.
Yeah, you're missing nothing at all. Just stick to Sly's older films instead, really.
But thankfully, after I saw that movie, I watched DC League of Super Pets. Which was far better.
Much better. That was a good movie.
Yeah. Surprisingly good.
Yeah, definitely, in my opinion, a surprise because, you know, I was worried it wasn't going to be good, but, you know, when I saw it, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be bad because of the trailers.
Yeah, trailers were not the best at all. They sort of like turned off my interest in the film really, but when I started streaming it, I really enjoyed it. I've got it on Blu-ray now as well. And has my favourite voice role of John Krasinski as well. Good old Superman. He's definitely a good casting for Superman. I will say that.
And the Reeves as Batman.
Yeah, my favourite actor was Batman. My favourite voice role of his. Yeah.
That better be a licensed toy, or else I'm gonna freak.
She's still asleep. Imagine if the sequel to League of Super Pets, if they do one, has a cat in it who looks like Susie. Imagine that.
Aww.
Or maybe even a Zootopia sequel as well. Imagine that. Has a cat in it that looks like Susie. Just like I'd pay to see Susie in a movie. I really would. And I must say as well that if I was to watch 1 hour of Susie sleeping, guys, I'd say it's more entertaining than today's films.
That's just saying something.
Like when you find a cat sleeping more entertaining than a film, you know the film's trash, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Instantly.
Speaking of sequels, guys, I wouldn't mind if it did a sequel to League of Super Pets. Wouldn't mind a sequel. Imagine that if you can.
Wait, didn't they set up for one?
They did, yeah, of course.
Didn't they set up?
In the credit scene, yeah, which was definitely, So yeah, I wouldn't say no to a sequel. But if you guys are wondering, next Saturday's video is going to be covering Edge of Tomorrow. Because yeah, I'm very surprised they didn't do a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Yeah, I think it's a very underrated sci-fi film that I would love to see more of, really. I think Tom Cruise should take a step back from doing all these MI films and instead do a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow. Like
I actually remember seeing that movie in theaters.
That's cool. I saw it on Prime last year, and I definitely think if he can do it with Top Gun, he can surely do it with of course with Edge of Tomorrow, surely. And Shadow, is there any other examples? Is there any other examples of films you'd love to see sequels to, which we've not got yet? Like any other examples that I've not covered yet?
Well, just not recently, League of Super Pets.
Yeah.
Love to see a sequel too.
How about Mario? 100% Mario.
Of course, yeah. Mario. I want that to be the entire franchise.
Yeah, because that was set up, didn't it? Featuring, of course, another character, which I won't spoil though. And
of course, not only that, it has so much stories to tell.
Exactly, you can tell so much stories with these characters, and of course as well in terms of my favorite film. Yep, and my favorite film of the year, Sisu, ends on a cliffhanger with the characters joining the soldiers. So, ooh, definitely very exciting. See, Lucky Nerd here. Hey, Lucky Nerd, welcome.
Oh. Hello.
Nice to have you here. And I think as well, in terms of so animated on territory. Have any of you guys ever seen a film from, I think it's 2012, called Zambezia?
Not seen it.
I'd recommend it. I think it's an underrated animated film, and it's got a great cast of actors. So, for example, you've got Samuel L. Jackson and Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Nimoy, among many others. So, I'd recommend it.
See it for Leonard.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to see that more for Leonard.
Please do. Yeah, he gives a great performance in it as his character.
Yeah, main one. So yeah, main one.
Yeah, do. It's definitely worth it.
I see that one for Mr. Spock himself.
Well, you were set in 2013, so.
Sorry, what? Lucky Nerd?
What?
What are you saying, Lucky Nerd? Sorry.
The film it came out in the USA in 2013.
Oh, it's 10 years old. Wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah. Simply, I want to see a sequel to FNAF.
Oh, so you've seen the film already,
new
chat,
movie.
and you already want a sequel to it already?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it even set up for sequel. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
Yeah. All I'll tell you, it does set up.
Okay.
The sequel if Emma comes back to director.
Well, hopefully the director will return, because it seems she's definitely knocked out of part of this movie. Oh, she's still sleeping, guys. I love that pause she does where she's like, got a pause out like that, and she's all curled up. I just love that pause so much. I mean, I want to.
You want to know something, Shadow?
What is it? What is it?
It's related to FNAF. This reminds me a lot of back in 2015, how I was really obsessed with like Lego Pizzeria of Freddy Fazbear's along with the figures.
Did you? That's cool. I mean, did
FNAF 3. Didn't do FNAF 4 because
really, to be honest, not that much. I'll probably watch a film instead.
I think FNAF 3 is kind of one of the stranger ones because that game has 2 endings.
Does it? And I know as well that and I am also aware that it's set in like a rundown version of, like it's like a theme park or something like that, which is run down and abandoned.
Yeah, the third game is supposed to be like some sort of horror attraction.
An attraction, yeah. And apparently now there's only one animatronic who is called Springtrap, isn't it?
Yep, Springtrap.
Yeah, and he looks terrifying. I'll say that.
I used to call him Boulder Bonnie.
But as you guys will know, my favorite animatronic is Bonnie. Well, always will be Bonnie.
Mine is Freddy.
Freddy himself, yeah. But yeah, I'm still really sad though that we lost Richard Moll yesterday. It really broke my heart.
Yeah, worst part is that they passed away on my birthday.
Yeah, that's just so sad, Lucky Nerd, isn't it? But did you have a good birthday though, Lucky Nerd?
Yeah, the birthday was good and all.
That's nice. And do you want to share with the stream what you got for your birthday, if you got anything, if you're okay with that?
Well, I'm gonna have to be going downstairs to actually.
That's fine. That's fine. Take your time, yeah.
Let me just heading downstairs.
That's fine. Take all the time you need to show us. Yeah, take all your time you need.
And well, and thanks for following me.
So Luke, when it comes to the Conjuring franchise, are you going to be watching The Nun tomorrow?
If I have time to, sure. I mean, because I'm watching the main film, Shadow. The main ones in the main franchise, which is Wikipedia. I'm watching those basically.
Well, I wish you good luck with The Nun.
Yeah, same here.
I've not heard good things about The Nun, guys.
Yeah, it's trash.
And apparently, I've also heard really bad things about the last Annabelle film before. They did that Condon Bell made me do it.
Luke, no. Let me tell you something about Annabelle Comes Home. You want to hear it?
Go on.
When I was watching that movie, I was this close to shutting it off.
Really? Wow. Was it that bad?
And I was also this close to giving it a 0 out of 10.
What made you not give it 0?
And probably the presence of Ed and Lorraine.
Okay.
Probably only that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's only good quality. Other than that, the movie can suck it.
Because literally, I was bored throughout the whole entire movie, and I literally sent rage voice clips to Shadow and Vermont when I was watching the movie. Oh, you got like more superheroes. That's cool.
Yeah,
nice on PS4. That's cool.
I decided to be giving the game a second chance after not enjoying the. Yes.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you've got that.
Oh, it is way better on console than 3DS.
The second one is you probably won't recognize this game, but I think some guys might. Yeah.
I don't think I've played that, no.
Yeah, never. Maybe Automata. Never. Maybe Blaze made some shirts, but
maybe I don't know.
Happy to. However, this is one of the shirts that my granddad from my mom's side gave me.
Oh, that's nice.
I also got a, what do you call it? I'm trying to find that jacket. It's basically a jacket and a
very nice.
fleece that you can wear.
Very
Not
nice.
sure what the exact word is, but yeah. Yep, there's just money and stuff.
Very nice.
Cool. Yeah.
And now, guys,
I was so sorry if it ever comes home. I can
licking yourself
give it rage.
doing a wash. Yeah, I definitely think, you know, I should send you guys like a 1-hour video of Susie so you guys can watch that instead of a bad film. I mean, because Ozzy, when you were watching this Annabelle film, were you like wishing that you could watch Susie instead?
I was wishing to watch anything other than that.
Anything at all? Wow. And would you guys say would you guys say it's the worst out of the Conjuring universe of all time?
Yes, it is the worst Conjuring movie ever made.
But good news. After you finish that, there won't be any more bad ones.
That's good.
So far, anyways.
Guess I'll watch that next year.
Because you got Conjuring 3, which was actually really good, and then Nun 2, a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, somehow that was better than the first movie.
Sorry. Yeah.
Well, you got really cool things looking at it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
My favorite thing you got was like a Marvel one on PS4.
Mega Marvel.
Yeah, and those clothes got really nice as well.
Yeah.
And
Very cool.
So and trust me, looking at the PS4 version is more better than the 3DS version. The 3DS version, in my opinion, is terrible.
It's terrible. I just hope I'm not going to be spending ages replaying levels just regaining bricks.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not like that on the console version. It's much easier. And when it comes to like a Marvel games, guys, for trilogy, my favorite character in the entire trilogy is Stan Lee. That's what I'll say.
I think I was in 4th grade when I experienced that.
Was that when you first played the game, Ozzy?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was before I bought the game myself because I had the portable version on 3DS, which I don't have anymore. As for the console version itself, I remember going over to a friend's house to play it. And I don't remember what console was on. I think it was either the 360 or the PS3.
And what I think is also really appalling about, you know, like a Marvel 1 on the 3DS is that in that same year, we had, of course, that prequel to Lego City Undercover called The Chase Begins, didn't we? And that, in my opinion, looks miles better than like a Marvel 1 does on 3DS. Like, it's just really appalling how that game was in the same year and was way better than Lego Marvel 1. Susie's got up, guys. Right, Susie. Hello. Isn't that gorgeous? Having a wash. Oh, Ozzy left us. What's going on? Must be something wrong with the connection, I guess. Right. Hang on, I'll join. I'll leave and rejoin. It's being stupid. Discord is. It's being really stupid. Right, I have no idea what's going on at all. I haven't got a clue. Right, Susie, you want to wash?
Maybe there might be some connection issues on your side.
Well, I can hear you, lucky nerd, but and Ozzy too. But you guys are pretty quiet for some reason. So yeah, maybe it's your camera problem again, isn't it?
Let me do that.
There you go.
Okay,
that's better. That's better.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. If you can hear me, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's working again.
Good.
Screw the internet.
Oh, man.
And also, guys, so did you guys hear what I said about Lego City's Undercover Chase Begins?
I heard some of it.
Well, I'll say it again, that, you know, it's really appalling how that came out in the same year as Lego Marvel 1, and it's far better.
Yeah, what gives?
I really don't know.
Like quality?
Yeah. Just...
No, like...
Yeah, so, personally, though, you know, I do think, you know, that the older PS Vita games for Lego are much better. Because, you know, they try and stay faithful to their console counterparts. Like, just much better. So, yeah. Because what I really appreciate about, you know, like, for example, Lego Star Wars 2 and Lego Indiana Jones 1 and Batman 1 is they're literally exactly the same as the console version on PSP. Exactly the same. Like, why can't the rest of the Lego games be like that?
Yeah.
Like, it's just disappointing, really. I think one which was close to its console counterpart was probably Lego Marvel Avengers, because that had New York as an open world to explore, didn't it?
Yeah, thankfully.
Which I thought was brilliant, and I'm hoping to get that version of the game one day for that reason. And also, Ozzy, on Lego Avengers, are the challenges in the levels easier to do than, you know, like, say, Lego Marvel 1 and the Lego Movie?
I think some of them are easy to do.
Is there any time challenges?
Top of my head, I don't think there is, but I know that there's one challenge that's kind of hard, and it's during the Force fight with Thor and Iron Man and Cap.
Oh dear.
Yeah, because there's a part where you get thrown across the map.
Oh, guys, Susie's gone back to sleep.
Challenge was.
She got back to sleep.
Look at that.
Just so precious. Yeah. I love how she sat there for 2 hours, guys. That's amazing, isn't it? Usually she won't settle. She usually runs about being playful, but now she's like sleeping. And so, when it comes to lots of Lego games as well, Ozzy, on Lego Harry Potter Years 1 and 4, did you do that time challenge trophy for the Quidditch levels?
I don't remember.
Well, basically, if you weren't aware, there's a trophy where you've got to basically finish the Quidditch level from Philosopher's Stone or Chamber of Secrets of your choice in under 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Now you're probably thinking, you know, that's a way too short time limit, and I see what you mean, because I thought the same thing. But if you play the level and you don't focus on the collectibles or anything like that, if you just play the level and you keep going, you'll probably get it. I mean, because when I got it, I was so relieved. I actually cheered, guys, when I got it, because I was so eager, determined.
I think I might just do it based off of Sorcerer's Stone, since there's no boss battle in that.
Yeah, because all you do is you run up to a top to set fire to Snape's robes, don't you?
Yep, and also there's not a section in the game where you're trying to make the healing juice for Harry.
Yeah, there's that too, because that takes time too, doesn't it?
Yep.
And when it comes, of course, to what is it? The Quidditch levels. The first one I'd recommend doing because you're just running up to the top of the stands. Like just keep going upwards. That's what I'd say. And one thing that I do think is good in 5 to 7 over 1 to 4 is, in my opinion, as well, the character designs. I personally think that many of them were improved a bit in 5 to 7 over 1 to 4. One example for me is probably Sirius Black. Yeah, I think he was much better in my opinion. And I also feel what I noticed when I compare the graphics, but 5 to 7 definitely improved the graphics a bit too, I must say. Pretty good visuals for it, in my opinion. It looked, in my opinion, identical to the graphics in Lego City Undercover's remaster on PS4, actually. Just brilliant. Because didn't they remaster that game in 2017 for PS4 and Xbox One, guys? Ozzy.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Didn't they also release it for a Switch as well, when the Switch first came out?
Yeah, they believe they did.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I must say, the graphics are brilliant.
Got remastered on PC too, but it doesn't work on my PC for some reason.
Oh no! Yeah, didn't you say the loading is really bad on it?
It lags.
Oh no! I hate lags. I can't stand lags. And
it's on the pause menu screen.
Oh no! And also, Ozzy, my Switch version, Ozzy, the Switch version.
Yeah.
Do the Mario references return?
I really don't remember, to be honest.
Because if you do, then great. Because yeah, those Mario references are so cool in Lego City Undercover.
I mean, it's a Nintendo system, so they should stay on there.
Yeah, we should do, surely. But yeah, I do think that game is, in my opinion, one of the best Lego games ever.
Anyways, now I'm going to make dinner because I am getting hungry.
Good choice, yeah. Food's definitely really good, and I think Lego City Undercover has aged well because it's got an original story. It's not based on anything before, is it? And I think it's aged fantastically for that reason, really. Yeah, I personally think it's timeless. And I think it also has, in my opinion, one of the best Lego open worlds ever. Lego City itself, just fantastic. So, Ozzy, your mic was breaking up again.
Here's what I'm making tonight.
Is it burgers? Burger.
Got my apron on.
F with the cook.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually had a burger for my lunch today, guys. Actually, a barbecue one.
And Shadow, I would tell you, this burger is going to be a good burger.
Oh, I see.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I see what you did. But you're referencing that film, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where did I leave my phone? Oh.
And yeah, I highly recommend Google Burger, by the way.
Well, it's a movie. Let me clarify something. It's a movie you're not supposed to take serious at all.
So go along with it. Is it a comedy film?
Yes, it's a movie so bad, so good. You're not supposed to take it seriously at all.
Okay, I'll go into expecting a comedy then. That's what I'll do.
So does this mean that you're going to be checking it out?
Yeah, of course I will. That's what I said. I'll go into expecting a comedy.
Also, it's a Nickelodeon movie, by the way.
Yeah, I heard it is. Yeah.
Said that already.
Yeah, I heard it is. Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta set up everything.
And based on what you guys have said, I'm sure I'll like it a lot more than Piscina Royale, another comedy film, which in my opinion is a total joke.
Yeah, but it's far better than that.
Yeah, because when I saw that film, guys, as I said in my trash talk, I went into it knowing it was going to be a parody film, but I never laughed once watching it. Never did.
I was embarrassed. I was actually beyond embarrassed watching it. And also when my power went out when I was seeing it, I actually had a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I can see why, because the film's abysmal.
I still power went out when you were watching it.
And also Richard even left, and I told him.
Yeah, Richard's a legend.
I'm gonna make a religious joke. This is probably a sign from God. He doesn't want you watching it, but you did it anyways.
I guess so.
This also makes me wonder what this also makes me something I don't want to. Well, will the power go out again if I watch it or rewatch it?
Maybe.
And if it does, then I'm gonna believe in God. I'm gonna believe that God is real. Like if the power goes out again, But what are the chances that I'm ever gonna watch that trash again?
Yeah, I'm never gonna see it ever again in my life ever. I refuse to.
Well, I'm never watching it.
There's no point. Watch Daniel Craig's film instead, Ozzy.
Yeah, because when I Bond marathon, which it looks like I'm going to be doing it next year, I'm only doing the canon Bond movies.
Good idea.
Non-canon, nah.
But yeah, good luck with Octopus.
Yeah,
that one.
That to me is the worst one out of the canon films.
Seriously, who names a character that and who titles that as a?
Yeah, I've asked the same question myself.
That's like the name of an adult film, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Take care, not
it also feels like one too. It honestly feels like an adult film too, also.
Yeah, it goes way too immature.
Plus, when Vermont was ranking the movies, did I just start bursting out with laughter when he mentioned that title?
I think you did, yeah. I can see why, because it's a title that you just can't take seriously, or because how stupid it is.
Yeah, because sometimes, well, this is 90% of the time, I always find curse words and titles funny.
Yeah, I find them funny in general, really. You know, swear words and all that. I find them so funny for some reason.
Yeah. My apron.
Oh yeah, and guys, yesterday I actually convinced my dad to check out the Evil Dead franchise.
That's cool. I mean, has he started it, Shadow, or is he going to start it soon?
No, he actually does want to check it out.
So he's going to check him out soon, is he? That's awesome. Well, I hope he enjoys them.
We're gonna check them out together next time I visit him.
Oh, are you? You visit him. All right. So does not live with you, Shadow?
My parents are divorced.
Oh, okay. So so when you see him, you're gonna watch him with him. That's awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy him when you see him.
Yeah.
Yeah. My situation is the same as yours, Shadow. But I, of course, have not spoken to my father in several years and never will. Yeah. Just my mum, who I live with now. Yeah, out of the two of them, just my mum only. That's cool, Reverse Prime. Yeah, and of course, my mum got married last year too, so I've got a stepfather who's much better than him. So yeah, life's better, thankfully.
So looking at there was something you wanted to say.
Oh yeah, in regards to that franchise so far, I think I've only seen a bit of a clip play in the first Elm Street film in the television.
Oh really? Are you going to watch that franchise soon, lucky nerd?
Maybe next year or something. Because far I've got the Elm Street and Friday the 13th franchise to get to. I've only watched the first Friday the 13th. I've only seen the first two.
And looking at, are you going to be watching the movies, the Friday movies that comes after Jason Lives as well?
I don't know. Should I?
It's entirely up to you. It's up to you.
Please,
I mean,
I'm begging you. I'm begging you, looking at. Please do not watch those movies.
Well, it's up to you, looking at.
Do you want to hear my recommendations, though?
Yeah, sure.
Here's what I would do. Like, after you finish Jason Lives, I'd say if you caught up with Elm Street, just go straight to Freddy vs. Jason and then watch the remake, specifically the Killer's Cut.
Yeah, the
that's
Jason remake. Yeah,
but I'll be watching the third Elm Street film tomorrow, and then I've got the bad ones to get through.
Oh, good luck with those.
Well, good luck to you.
I'll think about it. Otherwise, I'll just skip them and skip to Wes Craven. Though, do I need to understand anything from those bad films before?
Not really. At least I don't think so.
It's entirely up to you. We're looking at whatever order you watch them in.
I haven't seen Wes Craven's New Nightmare in a year.
I haven't seen it, but that was a movie I was planning to watch this month.
I think it's better than. I think it's a decent film.
Then again, I've been using your episodes for Elm Street and Jason and Friday the 13th on films that didn't need sequels as guides to be getting me through the franchise. Then,
well, I appreciate you.
Mentioned.
Well, I appreciate about looking at it, but of course, please don't tell my word for everything, because you got to let it be up to you to decide what you want to watch.
Yeah,
it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you did say Wes Craven's works as an epilogue, but
yeah, it's a decent epilogue in my opinion. But yeah, I still think 3 is, to me, the true end of the Elm Street films, up to Freddy vs. Jason.
I see.
Yeah, Freddy vs. Jason, to me, is my favourite crossover between two villains.
Yeah, well, then again, when it comes to the Elm Street sequels, I'm kind of already put off when you mentioned about Freddy having a dream where he's dressed up as a witch or something.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Yeah, that was weird.
Thanks, Kyle. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on at the end, and I moved last month. Yeah. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Kyle. And yeah, so this is the new setup. Welcome to my new world, if you will. It's been a mess because I'm moving loads of stuff, but yeah, hopefully one day it will be really nice. There's loads of boxes that I'm not unpacked yet, but yeah, it's been pretty busy for me. But what I'll say is that, hopefully one day the room will be nice and tidy. And I, of course, have nice company in it because my cat Susie is, of course, having her sleep. She's been there for a couple of hours now since the stream started. So yeah, she's been amazing company, as always. And when it comes to this planned series I'll be doing, guys, on Old is Better Than New, I'll probably be, I'll of course be, picking a certain day of the week to cover it on, like a weekly thing, like I do for other series I do.
Yeah, like the movies that didn't need sequels and deserves one.
Yeah, similar to that, yeah. That's very nice, you, Carl. I appreciate you showing your friends my channel, yeah. And the tough things you're talking about, of course, it's probably I got demonetized, didn't it, by YouTube for quote unquote reused content.
Which still makes no sense, by the way.
None
really doesn't.
Yeah, because other people reuse it and they don't get demonetized, whereas I do. And of course, I've been stressed out with Move too as well, so as that. But yeah, and what did your friends say when you showed them, Kyle? I'd love to hear what they thought of the channel. But yeah, all I can say is, that I'm only here on YouTube just for my friends, and that's it. If I didn't have any YouTube friends, I'd have probably left by now, but I'm still here. And of course, I'm here to support my favorite YouTubers as well. Like Jay, for example, of course, because he's my favorite YouTuber. Did they? That's awesome. I'm glad they enjoyed my rants on board. Because the aim of those rants is provide plenty of laughs, of course.
especially bad. Yeah, just reading the comment down. Especially Badlam and Slobbin.
I mean, I especially hope they found the joke. Why I included Nostalgia Critic funny as well, Kyle. If they saw that bit, if they saw him saying about credit card, because I just had to do that to pay homage to that famous video. Because I know a lot of people know him for that video alone, don't they? Of course. So yeah, and that's my favorite rant that Doug Walker's done. Of course, he's so funny.
Why must everything have a TV show of its own? I just found out that apparently the Chronicles of Narnia is getting a TV show by Netflix.
Oh God!
Oh no! Yeah, I heard about that, and it's gonna be made from the same director from Barbie.
I am not interested in this Narnia show. Absolutely not.
I'll stick to the movie from Disney.
Yeah. That's great, Carl. I'm glad that you love that bit. Yeah, I'm glad the humour landed well for you and your best friend from childhood.
Yeah, when it comes to Narnia, though, I'm just gonna stick to the first movie from Disney. I mean, because I don't like the sequels that much.
I've only seen Prince Caspian. I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't see Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
I've only seen Lion Witch of the Wardrobe and Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I never saw Prince Caspian.
And Ozzy, from your experience, was Voyage of the Dawn Treader any good, or was it not worth watching at all?
I remember falling asleep during it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. And also Shadow. Didn't you say that film also has a very annoying character played by Will Poulter?
Yep, and that's his first role.
Oh God.
Like he's like, oh my God, he's so goddamn annoying. Like you just wanna punch him or slap him.
Oh God. Well, yeah, that makes me more glad I didn't see it.
But I will tell you this though. I prefer him over Helena. I'll take him over Helena any day.
Really? So he's not as supple as Helena Shaw, is he?
Yep, he's actually far better.
Okay, I'll take your word on that then. Because I of course refused to watch Indiana Jones 5.
I never will watch that movie.
I never will either. But yeah, the best thing about Dawn Treader, though, what I'll say is Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I can imagine. Liam Neeson's a legend. And also, Kyle, if you're still watching, if you and your best friend, of course, don't like Justice Week in 2017, I posted my trash talk of that last week. So, yeah, there's also that too. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or not, but yeah, I posted that last week, and it's one I've been willing to get out for a while, and I've managed to release it last week at last. Yeah, please do, Carl. I hope your friend enjoys it, and you as well, of course.
But I do have something good to say.
Go on, Ozzy.
What is it? My burgers are almost ready.
Awesome.
Burgers.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather watch Burgers Cook than Indiana Jones 5 any day.
Well then. Now's your chance.
And also when it comes to burgers, so there's a slight chance I'm going to be having Burger King tomorrow.
Oh, are you? I've not had that in years, Burger King.
Well, I grew to appreciating Burger King a lot more nowadays.
I've not had it in years, so yeah. I bet if I had it again, it'll probably taste, like memories returning, really, to be honest.
I mean, that's kind of what it felt like a few weeks. Well, no, not a few weeks. I'd say days when I had McDonald's again.
Yeah.
I think last time I had that was when I was coming back from my holiday in Dorset.
Oh, Dorset, yeah, Dorset's lovely. Got 25 minutes with stream left.
I know this might be a hot take. And I know this might be a hot take, but I prefer Burger King over McDonald's.
Well,
to be completely honest with you, Chad, I don't really blame you.
That's absolutely fine, really. You do you. We all. you see, the thing about everyone on Earth is we all have different taste buds, don't we? So there's bound to be things you'll prefer over others. So that's totally fine.
I mean, I used to prefer like.
You know, that's the beauty of the world, really, because everybody's different. And that's how it works, really. She's still asleep. Oh, man. Huh. So, yeah, if I ever see Burger King again, I'll probably go to it and see if I can probably get a burger or something and, you know, give it a try, you know? I mean, my favorite fast food I get nowadays, of course, is pizza or takeaway, because pizza is my favorite food.
Pizza time.
Yeah, exactly.
Pizza time.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Kyle. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Thanks for being here. So when it comes to his stream, guys, would you say the main highlight was how I showed a figure of Stan Lee?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's.
I mean, were you guys expecting that?
And also Lego parts.
No, not at all.
I mean, when I said a special man, who are you thinking of when I gave clues? You know, a special man.
Honestly, yeah, I thought Stan Lee and me.
Really?
I mean, I was being lured in as soon as you said like someone that's inspired people. Then I'm like, oh, I know this.
Yeah, and then how did you guys when I played his catchphrase out then?
I was like, yeah.
Off camera, yeah. I bet you were really happy, like, weren't you?
Yeah.
So I'll definitely put Stan on display on my desk so that he's always with me, really. Stan, really.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get a Stan Lee figure as well.
Yeah, great choice.
The closest thing I've got to a Stan Lee figure is a custom Lego figure I've had from him.
Yeah. In-N-Out Burger. Oh, man. I'd love to go In-N-Out one day to try the burgers and fries. It's a shame that, you know, it's only in America, isn't it? In-N-Out. I don't think it's in the UK, sadly.
Oh, I've been there last year.
Is it any good, Ozzy?
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent.
Wait, Ozzy, have you been to Wendy's?
Yeah, I've been to Wendy's. Wendy's is all pretty good.
Well, I'd love to go there too as well. Yeah. And I'd also love to give a try as well to Dunkin' Donuts as well, you know, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, the stuff's pretty good.
Nice.
I had one from there when I went to New York.
I think
nice.
One good thing I would say about Dunkin' Donuts is like the seasonal limited edition stuff they sell. Limited edition donuts that they have during like certain seasons, like Halloween or Christmas.
That's cool. And I will admit, guys, that, you know, I think the only main reason why I'd go back to America, it's not so I can go to cities and all that. It's probably so I can meet my friends who live in America. That's probably the main reason why I'd go back to America, just to meet my friends. Or maybe even meet my subscribers if you guys do meetups, that is. I think that's the only reason why I go to America, just to meet all of you guys. I've only been there like about three times now, you know. New York with my uncle in 2009, then in Florida in 2013, 10 years ago, and then of course last year I went to New York again with family. I'd only go back now just to meet my fans, who, if you guys call yourself as fans, that is, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my friends too, like you, Ozzy, for example.
Yep.
Yeah. But I will say, though, that it might definitely feel pretty weird meeting all of you guys in the flesh, not on like a call, like in person. Like, wow. Imagine that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because right now, guys, I'm just a voice on Discord talking to you guys, aren't I? But imagine me sat in the same room as you.
That would be
insane.
I mean, just
I mean, how'd you guys be like if we were all sitting down at a table eating pizza?
I'd love that. pizza time.
That'd be great.
Awesome.
You should definitely.
I mean, I definitely think it's really awesome how Gary and Az met for the first time in person as well, early this year, in September.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. And what's cool is that my comments on their video where we met has got more likes on that for some reason. And because all I said, that was so good. I mean, because all I said was, it felt surreal to see them together on a video that's not on a video call together, like in person. That's all I said, and it got lots of likes for some reason. But it did feel unreal to see them together, though. And she's
I also think it's cool when I see Geeks and...
Yeah. And she's awake.
Yeah, she is licking herself, licking a little paws. Yeah, Geeks and Gamers meet their fans a lot, which I really appreciate them doing. I mean, they also do it free of charge too, which is also great.
Yeah, especially when they're in that big group when they do their theme park live streams on Park Hoppin'.
Yeah, I love Park Hoppin'. And also, guys, because the creators of South Park earned my respect when we slammed Disney recently, I will not be including South Park in Old is Better Than New. I'm not going to include South Park for that reason. Because South Park, thankfully, of course, had the guts to slam the bad stuff. They didn't bend the will like how Simpsons and Family Guy have done, which I really appreciate them doing.
Yeah.
But when it comes,
she accepted for the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull episode.
Sorry, what? Lucky, what is that? Crystal Skull?
I said I guess in that case, apology accepted for what.
Sorry, I can't hear. Looking nervous.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, just say it again.
You think you might have to turn the camera on to fix the volume?
Yes, the connection's being stupid for some reason. I don't know why.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yep. I was saying, in that case, apology accepted for the episode they made about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh yeah, because didn't we rant about? Didn't they say bad things about it?
Yeah, and they portrayed Lucas and Spielberg as rapists, which I still hate.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah. But I'm glad we have a go to slam Disney more recently. And I will say as well, when it comes to Family Guy, while I think that show is now dead and stupid, and I hate how the bent will to wokeness, there is one cast member of that show who has my respect, of course, and that, of course, is Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, and Step and Fallen also earned my respect as well.
Yeah, because Anti stopped the show because of a strike.
Yeah.
Good, he needs to. I mean, I hope the show gets cancelled for good.
I mean, the show I want to be cancelled even more now is Simpsons.
I mean, that show should have got cancelled a while ago. That show's gone on far long enough.
And the fact that Simpsons have gotten away with a lot of shady things, that actually sounds favoritism with this show.
I think it is, yeah. Like
a lot of favoritism.
It's a lot of it. I think that show is one of many reasons why I can understand Mike Pollock not doing favourites. But yeah, Mike Pollock is a legend.
Yes.
Yeah. What I love about Mike as well is that whenever we talk to him in interviews, I've seen interviews of him, of course. He gets straight to the point, doesn't he? No nonsense, which is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I definitely did love that about him. You were saying, Ozzy?
I was saying that at this point of time, with the amount of interviews that Mike has done, he pretty much knows how to answer the questions.
Yeah, he does. He's very experienced. Mike was definitely really fun to talk to on New Year's Eve. I love how he gave time to talk to us on New Year's Eve too as well that day. I love how he took that time to talk to us on New Year's Eve. And yeah, Eggman will always be my favourite wall of Mike Pollock, no question.
Oh, yeah.
And I must say though that, you know, when I hear his natural speaking voice, guys, I can see some similarity to Frank Welker in some cases. So I wouldn't mind hearing, you know, Mike's take on Frank's characters, really. Wouldn't mind.
How about Megatron?
Yeah, I think he could do Megatron similar to his Eggman voice. And I think with his natural voice, he could probably do Fred from Scooby-Doo. I mean, Scooby on the handle might be a bit harder to do because he doesn't sound like Frank, does he? Yeah, because he's got a very different pitch, hasn't he? Because while Fred, of course, is literally Frank's normal speaking voice, Scooby's like, you know, time for a Scooby snack. You know, that sort of voice.
So some sort of like a dog raspy voice, kind of.
Yeah, because literally, I think every word Scooby says sounds like it begins with R, doesn't it? Like, Ruby snack. And whenever he talks to Shaggy, he says, Reggie?
And then when he ends off every movie or episode or show, he goes like,
yeah. But yeah, when it comes to Frank Welker, guys, it's hard for me to choose what is my favorite role of his, really, because he's such a talented actor. I mean, I might probably give it to Fred because, you know, Fred, you know, has been his character he's played since the 60s, and I think to this day he's still got it, and he's in his 70s, guys, and he can sound amazing as Fred to this day, like a convincingly young man to this day, just remarkable.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite role of his will always be Megatron.
Yeah, I love him as Megatron. Like I said, it's hard to choose because he's so talented. You know, Megatron is definitely there. All my favorite Transformers role he's done.
There's a lot of voice actors out there that can still do convincing youthful roles, like James Arnold Taylor, for example.
I think that helps because James's natural speaking voice is quite youthful, isn't it? Really high pitched, isn't it? You know, it sounds very youthful despite him being in his 50s now.
Yeah, he sounds like a teenager if you think about it.
Yeah, he does, and it's very impressive. And I think another one is probably as well, in my opinion, Josh Keaton as well, because he's in his 40s now, and he can still do Spider-Man.
Yep, I can think of a few like Yuri Lowenthal, D. Bradley Baker, Johnny Young Bot.
Yes,
he's around a similar age.
Yeah, and also, guys, as well, if you guys are also wondering, Josh Keaton is also my favorite voice actor for Spider-Man, not just because of Spectacular Spider-Man, other things he's voiced in like games or shows, but it's also because he's actually got a YouTube channel, guys, and he reads Spider-Man memes in his Spider-Man voice, and he's so funny doing a meme in his voice for a character. Have you guys seen the memes he's read? Have you guys seen him on his channel?
And I just subbed to him.
Nice one. Definitely worth it. Yeah, Josh is awesome. And I also think he's still got it to this day because, to quote a line that he said, "We know it's hard, but it's for truth, Miles." And if you guys have seen the film that he's in, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And Yuri Lowenthal as well, or Lowenthal, I don't know how you pronounce it. You know, he's in his 50s and he can still do Spider-Man to this day, just like remarkable. Just brilliant. And I think as well, Will Friedle as well. I think he can sound youthful. I think he's in a similar age range to Yuri Lowenthal. And he can do a good job sounding young as well. You know, from like when he voices Bumblebee and also Terry McGinnis, he's Batman and all the roles he's done too as well. Very talented.
It says here Will Friedle is in his late 40s. He's 47.
Late 40s, wow. So he is close to you even, I guess, and he's done real, and he can still sound so young. Amazing. But sometimes for guys, when it yes, Sam Riegel, good choice. When it comes to voices, though, sometimes, though, I personally don't care if an actor's voice changes with age. I don't care because it happens, it's natural, and I'm fine with that. One example of an actor whose voice has changed with age, but I still love them as a character, is James Earl Jones. Like, personally, I think the criticism towards his voice getting older is, in my opinion, not nice and just despicable.
It's disrespectful.
Like, he can't help it. Like, he's in his 90s, for God's sake.
Hey, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, he can't sound younger because he's getting on a bit. It's his age. He can't help it.
And it's not like there's sound like
exactly because his voice is unlike any other. Just majestic. And another example, of course, is also my favorite voice actor, Peter Cullen, because for some reason, guys, people were criticizing his voice for Optimus Prime: Rise of the Beast, which I don't get because I personally think he still got it.
Yeah, he didn't even sound old at all.
Exactly.
In the movie when I heard him.
Like, when I watched it, his voice didn't take any entertainment or distract me because I loved his voice in the film. Like, that's Peter Cullen that you're disrespecting. You should think about what you're saying if you're going to criticize the man himself. Like, one person said he needs to retire, and I'm like, cough.
Plus, he did state that he wants to keep playing Optimus for as long as he can.
And I hope he does. Because, in my opinion, the character isn't Optimus Prime without his voice. And there's no one else I would imagine voicing the character better than Peter Cullen. Because that's his character. He is Optimus Prime. Oh, wow, I've got like 7 minutes left to stream. Wow. Is it me or has the stream? Is it me or has the stream felt longer than usual because those connection problems? Feels like it's gone on longer than usual because of those bloody connection problems.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
The clocks are going to be changing as well. So
when we're changing, Lucky Nerd?
Tonight, apparently.
What time?
We're going to be having an extra hour.
An extra hour? Oh, that's awesome! I love an extra hour. Yes, get in. Means we get an extra hour of sleep, guys. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Blaze gave an 8 out of 10.
Was awesome. Nice.
Yeah. Same score as you guys.
And
I told you it was made for FNAF fans.
Nice one. Yeah, indeed, Exalted Nerd. The interviews with Peter Cullen show that he's still got a touch. For it, yeah, I see what you did there. Brilliant. There's more to Peter Cullen than meets the eye. And I love the interviews where he's talking about how much the character means to him, of course, and what it meant when he first voiced him. We've got to give also our thanks as well to his brother, because it was his brother that inspired him to get the voice for the character. Larry, I think it was called Larry Cullen, yeah, Peter Cullen's brother. Sadly, of course, Larry died. Rest in peace to him. Oh, Lucky Nerd left, was that? Unexpected.
It didn't say goodbye either.
Oh, he's back.
No, he's back.
Okay.
Probably connection problem or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
And hi Connor, welcome. Got like about 5 minutes left, but yeah, it's been fun doing this stream. Yeah, indeed, he's paying tribute to his brother when he voiced Optimus Prime, because his brother helped him get the voice for the character right there. Yeah, the legends indeed, those two. Absolute legends. And when it comes to, legends, of course. Stan Lee is definitely a legend. That's why I got his figure with him today as well. Yeah, I definitely love Stan Lee. Glad I got his figure with him. Excelsior. Yeah, it's true, Dark Fan. We had an episode of Transformers Fan dedicated to Larry Cullen, which I really appreciated. It was nice how he did that. Yeah, definitely, very, very nice of him to do, of course. And that helps me love the show a lot more. I should probably pick up on Blu-ray one day if they do it for Blu-ray. I'd love to have it on Blu-ray to rewatch, because it's childhood memories,
That was probably the first Transformers show I saw as a kid.
That's cool. My first one was the VG1 show from the 80s.
For me, it was Transformers Energon that I saw when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, Energon. That's cool. From the Unicorn trilogy, that is, yeah.
But then again, that one did not have Peter Cullen.
Yeah, that was Gary Chalk, yeah. He was good, though.
Yeah, because the show was recorded in Canada, and Peter Cullen is a Los Angeles based actor.
Yeah, well, the thing is, looking at it, he is Canadian, so they could have gone to fly over to a Canadian studios, couldn't they?
Yeah, but then Transformers was still my introduction to Peter Cullen, though.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah.
But then
because the funny thing is, guys, is that
it might have been.
Like the funny thing is, guys, is that when I first saw the first two Transformers films, I had no idea that Peter Cullen was actually the original voice for Optimus in the 80s cartoon. So when I heard his voice in the 80s cartoon, I was amazed that he was the original voice for Optimus. Brilliant.
Yeah, same with me.
I couldn't believe it, and every time I hear him reprising his role in games and other shows, I'm just really happy to hear his voice. Just really brilliant.
I found that out from a voice comparison video I saw.
And then Ozzy, you of course saw my compilation video of him, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, I think that's where it was from, because I think I discovered that back in 2018, I want to say, or 2019, because that's when I started watching voice comparisons.
Yeah, and I definitely love his voice because in the Cybertron games too. War of Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. In my opinion, those two games are better than Bayformers, in my opinion, as well. I'll say that. In terms of story and likable characters and the writing, in my opinion. And of course, guys, I especially love it more, mainly because there's no humans either in those two games. Yeah, which I definitely really appreciated. And Susie's curled up back to sleep. Still. Yeah, she's such a gem, and amazing company to have. I mean, when I was getting ready to platinum Lego Harry Potter Years 1 and 4, she was actually sleeping next to me when I was playing it. All curled up, fast asleep, just so adorable, and yeah, absolutely precious. And Lily also sleeps on bed too as well at times, and in her own little cat bed down there as well. There had actually been times when they've actually been together on my bed, close to each other. We used to fight, wouldn't near each other, but nowadays we just sit there quietly, no problems, thankfully, which I am happy about. It shows you how far they've come, really, in terms of behavior. Really, they've definitely improved a lot. So I definitely really love that. Oh, so cute.
It sure is.
Yeah,
sure is.
Yeah, cats are just so adorable, really, and it's a blessing to have two pets who are absolutely adorable cats. And that being said, that is 3 hours. So wow, that was definitely a lot of fun, weren't it? Whew. Definitely an amazing stream, and so yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to watch this week's episode of Let's Chat Live. I've really enjoyed talking to you all once again. So stay tuned next week for the next episode. So, the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell us in the comments what you guys thought of the stream if you saw it. And also, please go subscribe to the special guests who came on. Go support my channels. Also, be sure to join the team by pressing subscribe. It's come in the future. And we will see you all later. See you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, stream. Bye-bye now.